Greetings. No intro this week. No long 13-minute intro. So, yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to wait for people to come on. I hope you can all hear me. Let me just test the old audio there. Yes, you can hear me. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to wait for one or two people to come on, and I've just downloaded the JU52. I have no idea how to start the engines yet. But yeah, it's been delayed. It's been a little bit delayed a few times, but it's out now. And I'm going to switch off my phone. I'm going to switch off my phone because people are sending me texts telling me that the JU52 has just been downloaded, but I have just downloaded it. Yes, I put the word out in Discord. I have put the word out in Discord, and yes, we have 16 viewers. Here's Steve Future first on the comments. Greetings, Steve Future. I hope you are well, as always. So we do have some people, and I'm going to have, I just want to make sure I have the YouTube comments as well. So let me have a look here. So we're going to have a look. It's downloaded. Didn't take too long. It didn't take too long at all. And we'll see how we're going. I'm just looking at the other screen here. I just want to open up the comments for everyone watching on YouTube as well. There we go. Okay, so first on the comments. Greetings. Oh, there we go. That's me talking. Now, who's with us on YouTube? Okay, Gary Adams. Greetings. He's looking forward to learning about the JU52. So am I. I haven't got a clue either, but who does? You know, it can't be that hard. What I'm thinking is, seeing as it's a Sobo, it's going to be pretty damn good. Also, they're going to have that integrated checklist, you know, and it points everything out to you nice and easy, which is brilliant. You know, the P3D didn't do that. The P3D DC6, they didn't do that, did they? So we were, you know, poor old Fabio was apparently taking a while to start that up. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead nice and easy and start it up. There's Johnny F with us as well. And on YouTube, Alex is with us. Leonard Bray is with us. And Pilot Feast. Evening all. Greetings. So I've just downloaded it, literally. So yes, now let's go back. So all very exciting. I said in my text I'd start in Dublin. It's first one that came to my head. It's up the road from me. About 100 kilometers. So here we go. The JU52, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how we go. Let's see what bugs we find, if any. Let's go to the world map and let's go to Dublin. You can join me on the North European server. Oh, I was trying to. Yeah, I thought it would. North Europe. Why is that 193 milliseconds? Is everyone trying to? Yes, North Europe is the one I usually use. So great. So we're on the North European server. I want to change my. Let's have a look at the liveries for the JU52. I just got a little notice there saying that the TV is going to switch off in 5 minutes. You know, this power saving stuff, and it messes up my stream, so I have to reactivate it. Anyway, JU52, please. No more of this nonsense. JU52. How about JU? Yes, there. Oh, they have a little surprise. We have floats at the JU52, and we have skis at the JU52. Yes, that'll be for another video. But today, so they've 1, 2, 3, 4 variants. So they have a retrofit one, and they have the 1939 one. Let's go with the retrofit, shall we? Yes, let's go to the retrofit, and let's go to the liveries. I'm presuming the retrofit would be the Germans or something like that. So we're going to go with the default. Okay. Weight and balance. Yeah, fuel. Yeah, I put a bit of fuel on this time until I know how to work the engines. And we're going to start in Dublin. So I'm going to put in here. We want departure. Echo India. Go on. Oh, it makes you press here. Echo India. Dublin International. Bam, blam. A bling. I thought it would automatically zoom in there. It did not. Now you want to start on the at the gates here in Dublin, not in the on the actual. We'll do one of these Ryanair gates, will we? We'll displease Ryanair. Set as departure, and are you all ready for the crazy madness? Let us fly. Hit the fly button. We might do live weather. We'll have a look. So whilst we're let's have a Dave is with us. Dave Heath. Gary Adams, not Jerry Adams. Sorry, Gary. I didn't mean to. Yeah, Jerry Adams. Close to Jerry Adams, but no cigar. So Gary Adams, welcome. David Heath. Dead Pix is with us again. One of our subscribers to YouTube. Welcome. Captain Serg is also, he says, hello, we're looking forward to having a look at this. I'm going to purchase the aircraft after. Yes, I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. I have a feeling it's pretty good. Go, says Deep Future. Go. So we're going to have a look at the J52. This is, I think, it's going to be interesting. Okay, there's Dublin. Great. Yahoo. Great. Okay. Have I got my little controller on? Yes, the controller. I've never been in one of these. Look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. German engineering, no nice curves, just get it done, make it work and have it working all the time, and no messing about. So this is the cockpit. Nice wooden control. My controller's working. Is my throttle working? Only for 2 engines. So I'll have to disappoint you and go back in and change that. So you're going to have to bear with me. It would be nice. And I think they're going to do this actually in Soba. I'm going to fix those controls, okay, before I try to take off with just 2 engines. So it would be nice if they tied the controls to the actual aircraft. I did read somewhere that they're going to change all this. I hope they do. Because it's very annoying. So hottest, that's fine. I'm using a Thrustmaster. You'll see it now in the picture below. I know you want to look at the aircraft because, as I said to you, I haven't done anything. I haven't even looked to get prepared. So the minute it downloaded, come on, give me. What are you talking about? Throttle? Yes, thank you. What's the deuce is going on here, folks? Why is it? Please don't waste time. No, it takes a while. We need throttle 3, so that should be easy enough. So throttle. Oh, okay. No, I'll have to do the long. Oh no, it's a bit slow. What the deuce? Interesting. No, that's the drone camera. Okay, let's just get this. Filter all. Okay, so I haven't done this for a while. I don't need the drone camera. I wish they would leave the menus up. See, I've got to scroll down here now. Power management. Throttle axis for number 3 I'm looking for. Throttle axis for number 3, please. Throttle axis number 3 up to 100. Please let this work. And it's going to be the same one. Yeah. Great. Let's have a look at assigned then. Let's just get out of here. I don't want to spend ages in the menu boring you to tears. Yeah, apply and save. Go back. Resume. Have I got all the throttles? Aha! It's reversed the throttle. Oh, dearie me. This is very displeasing, and maybe I should have come on and done this, at least this bit first. But I want to be follow along with you, because you're watching it, and I want to have the same problems you're going to have. So the first thing you're going to have to do is get your controller set up. Power management. I clicked it. It made a little noise, and nothing's happened. You have to double click it. Oh, that's awkward. Reverse. Well, that's 1. That's 3. Reverse axis, yeah. So we've got 3, 2, and 1. So that's a bit odd, isn't it? I have to do just that one. Please just tie to the aircraft. You know, Microsoft. And let's hopefully this will work. It's a little bit delayed. That's the middle. That won't do, folks. That's not going to do. That's not going to do. That is very strange. That is, I'm looking now at the comments to see if someone can help me. Exactly. Good to see this. The setup issue with 3 engines. Dragonforth uses with this as well. Yeah, so this is going to be my first issue, but you know, if I add it slowly like this, no, that won't work. That is very bizarre. That was very displeasing. Very displeasing. You know, this control business is a bone of contention with me now. We want to have a look at the aircraft. Come on. Where is the... I'm not going to use that one. Okay, fine. I want that one. Maybe I just did the DC6 one. Because that's already set up for 4 engines. Now we're No. Now it's using those mixtures. So if I had power, and I had the power back, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. These are not the droids we're looking for. Yeah, okay, so now I regret not doing this before I streamed. So I'm going to go back. We're going to go back to... You'll all have the same issue. You'll all have to spend half an hour reconfiguring the controls. So let's have a look and see if we can get a fix for this. At least you could find out. You won't have to worry about it. So that's not going to work. So power management. Do you have to click it twice? Very strange. Okay, so that shouldn't have to be like that. And it's not quite, you see that? It's not quite. Now that looks to me like it should work, does it not? That looks good to me for the 3 throttles. I can do the rest with the mouse. Resume. Now it looked good, but no. No. It is payware, yeah. Yeah, it is. Now that's the number 3 is a bit of a pain in the neck. So, okay, let's try and reverse number 3. Come on. Yeah, load up. Come on. It's only the controls. We're not loading up London City or New York. Come on. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so I have to try this. I have to reverse number 3. Power management. Oh god, I have to really click the button. Number 3, reverse axis. Apply and save. I might be doing something wrong. You know, this is not a bug. This is just because I haven't... See, it's a little bit late though. 1 is fine. 2 and 3 aren't quite working. You know, that's not on. I'm sorry, but that's bizarre. Okay, if you have 1 and 2, the throttle number 3 is set to 100% surely. Yeah. Let's check it. Come on, JU52. It's a very easy thing to do. It's a very... If you do it right and you put a bit of thought into it, being able to configure controls generally is very, very easy. Yeah, here we go again. I'm doing a Fabio. Has a Fabio had problems? So yeah, this one here, that's fine. That's the middle one. And these, see, that's all the way down. That's the way forward. But it's not. It's very confusing. Very confusing. Those two, now they're all working. Look at that, folks, right? So that's good, right? That tells me everything's working fine, right? So I got rid of the reverse axis. Right, apply and save. Go back. Please work and let us get going. Yeah, so this is a little bit displeasing. There's no logic here. What am I doing wrong? Once you know the terms, yeah, I know it's easy once you know how. Maybe if I set it all to 1 axis, okay? Set them all to 1 axis. See, I'm using the hottest, the Thrustmaster hottest, okay? So let's get them all just to 1 axis, and let's not worry about the 2. I think that's what the problem might be. So come on, load up. Come on, let's go. We've people waiting. See, this is why people watch the channel. Is it? Or that everyone's switching off? Right. That, you see, you know, this looks great. Axis 3 to 100. Oh, there's something up here. Yes, that's what you were saying. That was from, okay, let's pay attention here. Let us pay attention. Lennart Bay Look, it says 100. Yes, so we've got. I've done something wrong here, right? But why does it have to be so? What is this? Why does it have to be so complicated? So let's get rid of axis 3. How can I get rid of axis 3? Hit the spacebar or something. I don't know if I can. Clear current output. Validate. Okay, so we want axis 3, right? So these are all assigned, aren't they? I want all. Power management. Throttle axis. Oh, do you know what we could do? No, we need a throttle axis. I could get rid of him. Right. Clear, validate. Get rid of him. Clear, validate. I should have done this before I come on. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Now we want just axis for the moment, really. I'm not going to be playing at engine failures at the moment. Well, we could. Where did I see throttle axis only? Is this a throttle axis? Here we go. Right, so validate, blind save, go back, resume. I never had so much trouble in a flight simulator. There we go, folks. There we go. We got the throttles. That's all fine now. That's all I need for the moment. Okay, so the cockpit. Let's have a look around the cockpit. Let's have a look around at the outside of the aircraft because I'll need that for takeoff, right? So I've got my little camera set up here. What's that behind me? Ooh, look at that. Someone's taken off, folks. Now, so the JU-52, as always, on my review videos, I go straight up, close. Very nice there with the elevators. Very nice. Very nice. That's typical. Oh, look, there's somebody there. That's Johnny F. in the Spitfire. Let's not start that. Very nice animations there. See that, folks? Very nice. Can I hear anything with the... I can't hear any movements. I can't hear any movements with the rudders. I didn't listen for... Can you all hear this, by the way? Can you all hear the sound of the flight simulator? I am getting readings that you can. Is it loud enough? I put it a little bit louder there. Is that good enough? Let me know. So yes, any noises with the elevator there? No, not that it matters, really. We've got the kind of flaps there, slat flaps. There's a pitot tube sticking out. The pitot tube measures the airspeed. So let me just get my camera here a little bit slowed down so we can get some nice views of it there without the camera jerking around. So that's the pitot tube sticking right out there. You can see all the rivets. What would I call those indentations? Now, I don't know why they had all those indentations. I haven't seen that since in any other aircraft that I know of. But the up close, it's typical Asobo. Oh, look at the engine here. Look at the detail, folks, of the engine. I'm getting right up in here now. That is stunning. That is unbearably amazing. Now, we never go close up, but for when I make a video for this Friday on YouTube, you know, I'd be going in here, you know, and getting some nice camera angles there. So this is pretty impressive, you know. This is pretty impressive. Let's come down here from the engine, have a look around at the undercarriage then. Very nice. I like the prop. Prop's very, look at the little bits of dirt there at the end. So, you know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the sound of the engine starting. Now, I am. I'm looking forward to that. Look at the sun coming through the cowling there. Look, the engine there. That's pretty darn impressive. Down towards the wheel and the light. There's a light here. You know, look at that. That's pretty damn good. So they got the detail really. Oh, look at the brake. The brakes. Quite interesting with those brakes there, folks. You know, no detail left out. This is art. Now, damn it, I should have looked this up before I streamed. Asobo have teamed up with people in museums, and quite a few of them. So the reason the detail is so intricate is because they want to have an electronic version of this for posterity. Okay? So that's why it's going to be so heavily detailed, you know. Even the tires are stunning. Like, I'm going really close up here. No one does this. All these details from the museums, they want all the details as much as possible in for posterity. So that is the beacon light, I would presume. And yes, very nice. There is some sort of, that looks like a static vent, is it? Or is it the ADF? I think that might be an ADF of some description. So that is pretty impressive underneath. Let's have a look up here. I know I'm kind of skipping the outside of the cockpit. I'm keeping the mystery. You're not seeing the whole thing. Because I'm, you know, well, let's get that, you know, we'll do that. That's the other engine there. So 3 engines. I'll give you the view. There you go. There's the view you're looking for. This is the droid we're looking for. And this is quite stunning. Quite a stunning museum piece. Even the bits out here. I don't know what they are for. What is this for? This is maybe interesting. I would love to know what that is for. I'll find out. Oh, they've got the interior as well, folks. There's the 2 boys sitting down. Let's come down and have a look at the passenger windows. They've done the inside as well, folks. Very well done. Oisk is giving out that the download's taking ages for him. It's a big download. You know, considering what to do. Look at all the rivets there. Look at the rivets. Oh, don't do that. I don't like when that happens. No, I don't like it. Look at the little hooks here, the trail here. What's this for? Is this for Indiana Jones when he's flying along? Do you know? And is it a grab handle? Is it a grab handle for paratroopers, maybe? This is the civil version of the aircraft because it was, you know, built before any of the nonsense back in the day. Yeah, so yeah, pretty impressive. I mean, they have spent, you know, this isn't just someone. This has been researched, folks. You know, they did a lot of research with museums and all sorts of stuff. So, is that the aileron? No, the aileron's further down. So that's the flaps. Now, I don't think I can activate the flaps because there's no power. But we'll see that later on. So that is pretty... Let's just sneak in here now and have a look in here. There we go. You see these strips hanging out here? They're static strips. Because static electricity builds up due to the air going over the wing, and the friction builds up static electricity, so they vent that into the atmosphere. Because the fuel is in the wings, and you don't want any sparks going around near the fuel tank, do you? No. Fuel and oil quantities and gauges are all external. Polish up your eyeglasses. Well, I don't know the JU52. Now, I'm going to change the time to it. It's a little bit dull here outside. So let's get the time of day a little bit earlier on. I wonder what I put the live weather on. What's it like in Dublin now? We'll see. So, yeah, it's all very impressive. I didn't look at the... I did. Let's have a look at the tail wheel. Just very quickly. Let's have a quick look at look at the door here. Look at the door. Quite interesting. Obviously, I can't open it with the mouse from here. But that is quite interesting. We're going to have a look at inside now in a second. That is the tail wheel. Again, no detail left out. You know, no detail left out at all. So that is the JU52. Very nice. At gate number 314 at Dublin. Happy days. So what do you say we start this puppy up? Or attempt to. Okay, into the cockpit now. For engine start, I'm going to put the camera here. See the engine start. So into the cockpit we go. It's going to be easy enough. It's going to be easy enough to fly once I get the engine started. All aircrafts fly the same way. I can hear wind rustling. Can you hear that? I can hear the wind rustling. As if, and a little bit of metal shaking. Really good. That's impressive. So, wow, the cockpit. Maybe I can use my camera for the cockpit. Bear with me, right? Can we hop in here? Oh, I don't like doing that. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Just adjusting my camera there. So this is a very, very detailed and clean museum piece of the JU52. I don't know what those yellow brackets are for. Maybe for adjusting the rudder pedals. Motor, I don't know. I don't know what that's for. But that's interesting. Side pockets there. We've got our artificial horizon. It's in English. Right, it's in English. I'd say the 1930s version would be in German. There's an ADF there. We also have a VOR. We also have our altitude and vertical speed indicator. Another artificial horizon. And of course your 3 engine RPMs, your manifold pressures, fuel, oil, and whatever this is here. Ignition start. Very clean. Very well. Now, considering it's what, 1932 maybe it was designed? I don't know. Around about that time. It's very well thought out. You know, it's very well thought out. This is the co-pilot side. He's got everything as well. I don't appear to have a Garmin, but that's okay. I don't need it because I'm from this part of the world and I don't need a GPS. Davo's with us as well. Deep Future. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Let's have a quick look at the comments there to see what people are saying. Can't fly. Gary Adams saying he can't find the flap lever. Well, we're going to find out all that shortly. We're going to find all of this stuff very, very shortly. But I have to say, even under here, you know, even behind the rudder pedals. Do you want to have a look at the cabin? Perhaps? Have I missed anything else in the cockpit? That's the radios down here. So as you can see, this is you know, maybe a flying model that's currently flying. Because I was looking at some YouTube videos. That's fine. I see a little floating, what looks like a washer. But they'll fix that. It's only a thing. A torch there. Does the circuit breakers work? Well, I'm not in the cockpit yet, so it's not gonna. Great. So that is very impressive, and we're gonna have a bit of fun. Well, you're gonna have fun watching me take this thing off the ground. So let's have a look outside the back. More panels here. Electrics. Wow. Very, very good. Let's go down a little bit into the passenger cabin. And very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I don't think you can open the door in this view here. But yeah, passengers. So how many passengers does it hold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 passengers. 15. Maybe 16 in the back. I love the sounds I'm hearing. I don't know if you can hear those sounds. Squawk Mode Charlie saying they're not original gauges. And you're right. There's a few versions of this. Do you want to go and have a look at the actual... I'll go into the original, shall I? Do you want me to have a look at the original one? Okay, I can't hear sound. Okay, because it's quite low. Tell me now, Deep Future, if you can hear this. Is that better? I'll tell you why you can't hear the sounds, folks. I will tell you why. Because I lower the sound for the streams usually. So you see here I've got the sounds quite low. So let's put them there. Voices, aircraft engines. Okay, so we'll push aircraft miscellaneous up a little bit. Environment's at 100% apply and save now. Let's see what we get. Is that better, everyone? Is that better, T-Future? So, yeah. Excellent. Thank you, as always, T-Future. If any of you are new to the channel and watching this, when you're in the chat, if you ever find that you can't hear me or my guest or Colonel Clink, you know, let us know. You know, so if you're not happy, well, you're to be happy. That's what it's all about. And constructive criticism, and even under the seats, is very, very good. So do you guys want to have a look at the other version before we start up the engines? We'll have a look at the original, because you're right there. That's a good question. Those gauges and stuff are more modern. Of course it is, because this is probably the one, the model that actually flies. This is the one you're testing, is the one rebuilt and monetized by Luftwaffe. Yes, more than likely, because this is all modern stuff. So we'll have a quick, it won't take a sec, we're going to have a quick look at the other model they have. Right, so let's go back to the main menu. Shouldn't take too long to load again because I got an M.2 drive. which I'm delighted I bought. A great investment. Get yourself an M.2 drive. No matter what graphics card you have, no matter setup, M.2 drive makes things run faster in a big way. So that's the retrofit one, you see? What's this? That's the retrofit. Oh, I can't. Can I change it from here? Oh, aircraft selection. So this is a retrofit one, okay? They also have skis, floats, and is it up here further? The 1939 version. So you're going to see a huge difference in this one, I'd imagine. Let's start again on the stand. Set as departure. I hate the way they change the time automatically on you like that. Just leave it as I set it. I know I'm cribbing with these little details. Okay, so let's have a look. I have a feeling this is going to be very different. This is something we won't recognize so much. And you're going to insist that I start it up with this one because it's going to be harder for me. And I'm going to panic. So there's two versions. Very, very clever. Who said that about the Lufthansa one? Yeah, that was... I can't pronounce your name. Henrique Colo, I think. I'm doing my best. Thank you, Henrique. Thank you very much. So, yes. So far, really impressive. As I thought it would be. But I didn't think they'd give us so many models. With the skis and the floats and all that kind of stuff. I didn't think they'd do that. I really didn't. Let's change the time to something a little bit more brighter. Thank you. And we wanted live weather. And there we go. It's actually quite a good day in Ireland today. It's quite warm. It's actually cold, but it's clear skies. It's actually... Oh. I don't want that to happen. So I want the showcase view, please. We're going to get into the cockpit again. I'll just have a swirl around. Boom. Now I'll slow my camera down. Okay. So, that is what you are looking for. The old school in German. You see the difference there? So they've been very clever. They've given us two versions. The original 1939 version and the more modern version as well. So this is great starter. Oh, they have it in English as well. I wonder, do they sell this to... They must have sold this to other... Like the airlines do today, like Airbus would sell it to other companies and stuff. Look, they got the twisty knobs, folks. The old twisty knobs. You know? Very nice again. Even older looking. Oh, even older looking. So that's really very impressive. No cool technology here. No fancy radio stack. No nonsense, folks. No nonsense. Excellent. Let's have a quick look in the cabin. I think it's going to be the same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Pretty much the same in the cabin. I think it's a little bit different, actually. I didn't see the seats looking so... No, this is, these are older seats. These are old school seats. You know, aren't they? That's much better, Bernard says. James says, guess everyone will be demanding the GTN 750 integration. Yeah, well. So this is the original, folks. So we're going to fly the original. What is this? Is this the trim wheel? What the deuce is this for? Oh, it's for the seat, I bet you. Look at even the scuff marks. Scuff marks everywhere. You know, look at the leather straps on the rudder pedals. That is hilarious. Like a bike. The seats are retro, yeah. Their seats are changed as well in this model. You know. We've got brown mixture levers in German, as it should be. This crazy nonsense here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to have a hell of a time starting this up. I might just do a Control-E if I get really stuck. So the Deadpick said it's very cool, the 1939 version. Also, yeah, D-Feature says as well. Davo, comfy looking seats. They are looking... the seats look a little bit better than the modern ones, don't they? You know, they look a little bit more comfy. How many people is this? What did I count? 14 or 15? Let's go back on. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 2 at the back for the girls or for the boys. Yeah. These are different rudder pedals for the first officer. You know, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, folks, what do you say we take this for a flight? And see how we get on with that. I'm going to put the camera outside, out the window. Sounds are great inside. I think you can all hear those. Yeah, how do you strap your feet to the pedals? CP, I don't know. I don't know. In the cockpit. Please have the checklist thing. Now, this is the I know this is a little bit funny because I downloaded a mod to get rid of, you know, if I see this. Yeah, look, I'll tell you about that on the way. See, there's no autopilot either. So, I want the checklist, please. They have a checklist. Thank God they have a checklist. Now, I like to put this on the other window, but it doesn't work. I have another monitor, and it just doesn't work anymore. Oh, it does work. Kind of. So if you don't mind, I'm going to put this on the other on the other window. Okay, and I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing. Alright, folks. Okay, so if you've just joined us, we're trying the JU52 for the first time. I didn't kind of go in first, obviously, because I just downloaded it, so I don't know anything about it. Maybe you want to see this, folks, because I can't. It's just not working. Okay, so before starting engine, battery on. Where's the battery? Very nice Asobo. This is what we want. Just a button. Okay, that's the battery switch. This is what Simmers have wanted for decades. Right? Now, you don't have to... Throttles are back. Great. Oil, fuel, supply levers off. So, you know, I'm learning where they are. I can't read German. So I don't know if that's off. Okay, I presume it's off. Parking brake. Where's the parking brake? There it is. That's something I can familiar with. That's parked on. This kind of stuff, guys, is what Asobo have done. Is absolutely stunning. Pitot heater on. Why would you turn the pitot heater on the ground? It'll just heat up. I think the older ones, you put them on when you're flying, so the air cools it down. I don't know. I wouldn't put it on. I'd put it on. Yeah, there's a few different. You know, what's that one and what's that one? Is that 2 different pitot switches? I don't know, but I'll put it that way. Pitot indicator. Where's the indicator? Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's get these puppies started. Pitot heater off. Oh, then they say, oh, we're testing it. Okay, great. So it's testing that it's working. I understand that now. I can't see anything there. I can't see the indication here. I just can't read German, but that's very clever. Okay, great. Let's just, because I've put this quite real, let's just make sure the pitot heater is off where I found it. Great. Pitot heater, flight controls free and correct. My flight controls are full free and correct. Okay, great. I can hear the noises of them. 4 starting engines. Fuel tank selector, where is that? Here. So we want it on both. So we got 2. So, now I can't read German, so I don't know. Is links on? I need Colonel Knick. Okay, let's hope links both righteous. Alley. I'm thinking it should be in the center now for both. Yes, right, left, center. Left, alley, and right. Alley equals all. Thank you. See, the logic, I picked up on the logic there. Thank you very much. That was Baker Fly, Vin, Zone, and yeah, thanks, guys. Okay, so it's on both. We need those. Fuel quantity, yeah, I don't worry about all the fuel thing. Oil quantity checked, yeah, I'm sure it's all fine. Altimeter setting, you just press the B button, fine. Let's see, I'll just hit the B button there, and I've done that. Great, okay, starting engines, the big moment. Starter master. Starter master. I'm sorry for this having this window. Actually, I'll put it on the other screen again. I'll try that, shall I? Let's try that. Starter master. Oh. I'll just press that button, I guess. Primer. Okay, we've got to prime the engines. Now. Okay. We'll see how we go. Injection fuel shut-off valve. On. Fuel wobble pump. Interesting. So, this... How do I... How do I wobble the pump? Folks. Other mouse button? No. Both mouse buttons? No. Yeah, I don't know how to... This is going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Open. Any ideas? Do I double click on it? Up, right, left, down? No. No. Ah, there we go. There we go. Wobble, wobble, wobble. So you unlatch it first, which makes perfect sense. Because you don't want that shaking around. Now the Spitfire, it indicates with a red light, doesn't it? So, we'll see how that goes. So, hopefully, starting engine 3 first. Is that the middle one? Starting engine 3. I think I should lock that back. Oil, fuel supply lever. This is reasonably complex. Oh, God. Start. I can't read it, folks. What is start? Does anybody know what's... I can't read German. Colonel Clink wouldn't come on. Manual pump to provide fuel pressure. One hand. Okay, great. Then it works, thank you. What is on? What is on in German? Oh, the mouse won't let me do it. It's already... Oh, no, there we go. I'm presuming up is on? Yes? Will we try it? Ignition delay as required. Okay, we'll leave that where it is. I want the magnetos on for certain. Engine 3, magneto cap. So, how do I get the logic of this? Okay. Okay. Starter engine 3. Mixture rich. Okay, the mixture is rich. Starter engine 3. Okay, that's starter 3. And I press this. Do I put it up? I see something happening. Have I done it correctly? No, I have not. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. So this has to be on. Okay, I think I've got it, folks. No, we don't. Fuel is not going in there. Where are the... these got to be the mixtures here. So I haven't done that correctly. Let's just go back to cockpit view here. Isn't 3 on the right? I thought so too, but it's starting in the middle. As for the checklist, it's saying 3. Yes. That's what I would have thought. Now let's get this organized here and then try again. No. What I do like... Watch this. I tell you what I do like. Watch the prop stop. There's no fuel going into it. I haven't worked that out. Look at it stop there. Look. It goes... Doo -doo. Now that's really, really well done, folks. That is really, really well done. So maybe just switch all of these on. Let's switch everything on. I know, it's crazy. No, I can hear the prop turning and now. Okay. Magneto, perhaps? We've got one engine on, folks. We have one engine on. I'm not doing too badly, considering I've never flown it before. I wonder if you can just take off with one engine. No, I won't. We got an engine started. Happy days. So let's start the other ones. I wouldn't want to be robbing this without knowing what I'm doing. You know. Let's start number the left. The sounds. Can you hear that? Oh. That. The sounds. Okay, I must have switched the I know. Let us go to our view, please. I know that the menu is out of place because I have an idea now. So there we go. I can hear the sounds quite well. Let's put the parking brake on. We moved forward a bit with the second engine coming on, so that's really quite incredible. You know, that really is quite incredible. Let's move forward a bit. I think it was Control forward arrow. No. Was it Alt forward arrow? Yes, it was. Let's sit a little bit forward and down here. I'm using Alt and the arrow keys. So the arrow keys on their own to move up, down, left and right, and Alt to move in and back. So that is quite cool. Let's start the other engine. Let us go here, and all we have to do is let's get rid of the control column. Go on. Go on. Have they done that as well? So you can get rid of the control column so you can see stuff. Come on, where's the hand? There. Oh no. No, you can't get rid of the control column. Let's start up the next engine. See it turning in the very corner there. And I think we have all engines, folks. All engines! How long was that? How long did that take? It took a little bit long, but there you go. We've also, let's see who's with us flying now. Remember, usually on Sundays I stream at 2100 hours on Sunday. Thank you, T-Feature. T-Feature saying well done. I'm just reading back the comments there. We got Super Tyler with us as well. One thing missing while the smoke and startup. Yeah, the smoke, I don't think they have that in the SDK yet. Who do we have with us now? Let's have a look. Let's increase the camera speed. Engine sound is very, very high. It's very high in my headset. Oh. Who we got? There's another one. There's another one. Dublin Airport is inundated, folks, with Germany 1932, or what was it, 39? With you know, Dublin Airport is inundated with quite a lot. Now, you're probably noticing the tags here if you play Flight Simulator, if you're lucky enough to have it. See how the tags are quite small. If you hit backspace here, they disappear for some eye candy. That is on the Discord there. The Discord is in the description of all my videos, not the streams of the videos. So just hit backspace and they appear and disappear. And now they won't come back. Yeah, they come back. There we go. So yeah, Dublin's quite inundated. We've got dead pigs, we've got jet wings over there. I can't see there. We got a few people coming along with us. I think we could go to Waterford. We're going to go to Waterford, which is passing my house, incidentally. Right? That's where we're going to go. We're going to go to Waterford. Waterford is Echo India Whiskey Tango. Right? 6 Knots is with us as well. I know more of you are here, but the tags aren't showing. Bunker Titan's with us. And we got Johnny F in a Spitfire for some reason. Oh, it kicks off. Right. I don't think I'm going to get pushback, am I? I'm going to try a bit of a pushbacky poos. Let's get the pushback boys in. So the mod I've installed to get rid of the tags it's a little bit messed up. Okay, so tower, ground services, tune to ground, 121.8, and nothing. Okay, we'll just wing it then. We'll just turn around. I think we'll turn forward. We'll be fine. Everything's be fine. Now, where are the flaps? Where are on flaps, folks? Oh, I hear something moving. I'm using my side tech here. I'm just looking for something moving, you see. Anyone know where the flaps lever is? No? Let's put the flaps fully down and have a look outside. There's the flaps there. Typical flaps on the trailing edge of the wing. That's fine. Let's put them up. There we go. Flaps are up. We don't need those particularly now. And let's turn around. Okay, here we go. Brakes are off. Sounds are great. Adding a little bit of power. Oh. No, I don't want that to happen. The controls aren't quite... Oh, man. It's gone. Did you stop? Controls have gone crazy. The sounds are quite incredible. Yeah, and the controller... Oh, I know what's happened. Okay. Everything's fine. I didn't hit anything. We're gonna take off on a westerly runway here in Dublin. And the sounds, as I can hear them, the sounds are incredible. You really feel you're flying. You really feel you're flying something with radial engines in a very big way, folks. Very interesting. A lot about this aircraft I don't know, but we're stealing it. We're stealing it, and where are we going here? It just feels like you're flying something big, you know? You get that feeling of flying something big, and it's quite impressive. Yeah, there's so many airlines around. Oh, there's the yellow line. That's what I should be following. Dublin's very messy, you know, with this different asphalt. Just have one colour of asphalt, please, in Dublin. You know, stop that nonsense. See, they're cheats. They're cheaping out. You know, I can't see in front of me. So how do they, you know... There we go. There's jet pics there. What was I saying earlier on? Yeah, the North European server I'm always on, right? So if you want to join us. And... I Twitter what I'm doing. Right. Yeah, I Twitter what I'm doing. For the Twitch. Twitch. And I also Instagram what we're doing on Sundays. And I also Facebook it and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go ahead at dead pics here. And while we're going past it, we get a nice view of the aircraft there. Very nice. Very nice. There's Sir Les Lyon. He's obviously coming with us. So, yeah, wish me luck. I'm not using any flaps. I'm not using any flaps. Come on, line up there, Gripper Sim. Get that center line in between. Now we'll halt here just to get some eye candy before we go. For those of you who've just joined us this very moment. Alright, brakes are on. At least I know where the parking brake is. Oh, you see, we just searched forward there. You gotta, like a tail dragger. It is a tail dragger. I've gotta remember that I'm flying a tail dragger. Yes. Yes. Okay. There we go. Oh! We're in Dublin Airport. We've got a few people with us. Dead pics. We've got Owl. We've got someone else I can't see their tag yet. That's 6 knots. We've got Star Leslie. We've got Jetwing in a Spitfire. And more are to join as they download this iconic aircraft. This extreme iconic aircraft from back in the day. Let's get in the cockpit. Let's let the crazy madness begin. Okay, parking brake off. The engines will probably cut out after takeoff, knowing my luck. Okay, full power. Nice and smooth in the power. There we go. 50%. Looks good up here. Looks fine. Adding full power. We're going. Oh, the sound. Oh. What's happening? The tail has already come up. The sound. It's incredible. Oh, wow. That was quite incredible. That took me off guard because there's so much lift in this aircraft. It's not a jet. These aren't meant to go fast. So we're going to Waterford. So you can all follow me if you're on the North European server in Dublin, which is Echo India Delta Whiskey, isn't it? So look at that. We are off, folks. Very stable, as you would think. It's a bit of a trimmy, nose uppy. Everything against the side. Flaps are up, gears fixed. The sound's inside. It's the sound. I've always been going on about the sound, and only when Asobo and Microsoft came along, the sounds are absolutely stunning. They really are. I'm going to turn, and we're going to follow the coast to Waterford. Look at that. Wow. Its top speed, Super Tyler saying is 144 knots. Thank you, Super Tyler. Only $15. That's cheap, says Shoto. Oh, sorry about YouTube. Sorry about that. I'll get rid of that comment there. I'll remove those comments. Sorry about that. There's always a little bit of... Title this channel, yeah, that'll do. There's always a bit of spamming going on. And I will remove those post-haste. If I don't crash into the sea and I'm turning the wrong way... Oh, you little... Put user and time out. Okay, sorry folks on YouTube, you won't get those messages. Those as I fly as well. We got lots of people following us, folks. So we're going to continue our turn all the way around and everybody catch up. I've got full power. I'm going to take a little bit of power back because I don't know. No, I might damage the engines a bit. A little bit of power back. There we go. About 22 RPM. I'm presuming that's RPM. Full power so I can be 22. Oh, it is. Maybe. But that'll do. That'll do. Look at that. Engine in front. What a picture, folks. Sad spam. Yeah, I'll have to get one of you as a moderator on YouTube, folks. But I put them in timeout, whatever that means, and I've deleted there. Can I remove, report, push user in timeout, and hide? Oh, it's hidden. Okay, that user is hidden. So, Henrik says, open the top window. Oh, can we open the window? So I'm going to follow the coast down to Waterford, folks. Happy days. This is... Can I open the top window? Can you open the top window in JU? No? Is that... Those rollers there. I don't think those kind of stuff would work just yet. You know the way so we'll have updates. Open the top window. Okay, how do I open the top window? There's Dublin Airport there. Everyone flying around. They're busy flights. There's a few JU-52s in Dublin Airport. Happy days. And where is the top window, really? Oh! We can open la top window. Very nice. So you pop out and get your revolver, you know, or throw stuff out. Is that right? Black knob. That is... Is that really a knob? The sound is changing when I open the window, which is great. So, happy days. Thank you very much. Who said that? Open the top. Henrik. Thank you, Henrik. Front middle. Thank you for Fenrico. David Heath's helping as well. Ron is helping as well. And Federico's above. Thank you, Fenrico. Thank you, everyone, for the help. Happy days. It's not meant to be a convertible, says Sky. And 3 Black Music says, or 3 Black's Music says, wow, that's nuts. I didn't know they had a window like that. Flying over Dublin City, on the way to Waterford. What is our speed? Top speed is 144 knots. So where's the speed? Is that the speed there in kilometers per hour? I'm guessing. Very stable, so I don't need an autopilot. Some aircraft are like that, you know. These old aircraft are quite like that. I flew the Dove in the real world, the de Havilland Dove, and that was stable as hell. I just couldn't get over it. It's these little planes that I'm instructing in. Yeah, they're stable, but nothing like this. This is great. I barely have to trust the control column at all. More I can't do. Let's see who's with us, folks, shall we? Oh, this is going to be interesting and good fun. Now, look at this. If you can hear this, I hope you can hear it. So, oh yes, thank you for subscribers there. I'm just going to go back 3 hours ago, Dara Butler subscribed. Lad Conjurer 92 followed. Free Black Music followed as well, and Geordie has subscribed. Thank you very much. I didn't mention you guys before, so I'm keeping an eye on that as well. Thank you very much for subscribing. This is brilliant. So as I move the camera behind the props, okay, I can hear a change in the sound. Alright? Now that's a different sound. Listen to this. Listen. Those sounds are incredible. And this, when I see a third-party aircraft, you know, so we're setting the standard here, which is wow. Is that? What? They have. I'm going to go dark for a while and see the red here? That is the pistons. The light from the pistons. I'm going to go dark. This is very exciting. I'm going to go dark. No, it doesn't show up in the dark. It looks like in the daytime at least. Okay, let's see what I see here. Maybe it's just red in there anyway. The camera's a bit sensitive. Let me slow that down a bit. I thought that would be the glowing pistons there. This is what I was looking at here. Oh, they're just red anyway. Okay, I thought they were glowing. Sorry. A bit overexcited there. I suppose if the pistons were glowing red, that would be a bit of a problem. So we've got Baker Fly with us. If you can fly in formation the best you can, if you have an aircraft flying along with us, there's Baker Fly, and he's the DA62. We're flying to Dublin City to Waterford, and we're going to experiment with a few other bits and pieces in the aircraft. That's Russ as Davil. Okay, that makes sense. We had a few other JU-52s. They're quite... I kind of left them behind, right? So what I'm going to do... Everyone's kind of behind, so I'm going to take a lot of power off. I'm going to see what happens when we install this aircraft. So I take the power back. I'm going to install it, and let everyone else catch up while I'm showing you this. The sounds of the wind is actually decreasing. And the engines, which is really incredible. So I'm going to install it here. The sounds are just... See, that makes the sim, because we've only got two senses. Our vision and our hearing. And, to extent, our hands with our control column. But the sounds are just magnificent, folks. It's just so engrossing with the sound. And it will be epic in VR, absolutely. So I'm stalling now. Hopefully. I'm putting a bit of rudder now. Just to straighten it up. There we go, stall. Is it going to drop the wing? Probably not. So it's kind of a gentle stall as you'd expect from such a thick wing. Look at that, there we go. There's the stall there. No stall warner. So it flutters sometimes. It doesn't have to necessarily drop a wing. That's quite incredible. So we're losing altitude quite quick. There it is there. There's the wing drop. There's the wing drop. Let's recover. Add a bit of power. And we'll do an orbit to let everybody else catch up. So that's pretty darn good. I like that. When you're doing your PPL, you actually practice stalls quite a bit. And the reason we practice stalls during PPL training is so the student knows what the stall is. I'll just do one orbit, let everyone else catch up. They can catch up with the Y button anyway. Boy, in the stall, I bet that a million skin makes a racket. Interesting question you should ask. So let's overspeed the aircraft, CP. Captain Timothy. Let's overspeed the airframe. So I'm going full power. And I'm going to climb a little bit. We're going to overspeed. Wales is over here somewhere. So this is brilliant. Waterford, folks. I think we'll do a stop and go in Newcastle airfield, which is on the way to Waterford. A short airfield. Jamie 280 2866 has followed, and Geordie subscribed earlier on. Jamie, thank you very much for following. If there's quite a few people on, if you've just seen this channel, I only started streaming this year. I mainly do YouTube videos once a week, Friday at 6 o'clock Irish UK time. I have one video. I'll be doing a video this week on this aircraft because I'll have flown it a bit and got to know it. But yeah, we do our main streams on Sunday, 9 o'clock Irish UK time. And then I stream like this randomly during the week. I haven't got a schedule yet for during the week, but Sunday's 2100 hours Irish UK time. Join us. Have a look at the YouTube channel and tell me if you don't like my videos, because no one's watching them. And I spend hours doing them. It takes 2 days to make some of those videos, most of them. So yeah, we're having a bit of fun with the JU 52. So it's interesting because I've flown twins. This is 3 engines, one on the nose, one on each side. So when you're flying a twin, you're moving forward by both props. If one fails, the other one yanks it yaws the aircraft over. So you've got to be ready for that, because what will happen is you can go into a stall and then a spin if you have an engine failure. After takeoff, for example, there's a lot in it just for safety. But this one, if you had one engine failure, I don't think it would be too abrupt. Will we try it? Will we try the left engine and fail it? I give it the control column. I don't seem to... Oh, that actually... This. Take it with the control column. Maybe this... Oh, there we go. Here's the... Is that the mixer here? Now, failed the left engine. So it's not throwing the whole aircraft over because it's a centre engine there, you know. So as you can see here... Oh. That's the RPMs. Those are the two, the middle centre engine and the right engine. And this is the left engine here. So, yeah, not a big fray. Let's put that back on. If it's still spinning, I can hear it kicking off again there now. Sounds are incredible. You can hear the air coming through the cockpit. The sound, listen. Shuffle Shoes, greetings again. Long time no see, Shuffle Shoes. I remember seeing you. It was online. No, it was on YouTube, wasn't it? Or were you flying around? Super Typhoon 173, overspeed is typically done in a dive. Oh yes, let's do that. The side window opens as well. How did you know all this? Yeah. Sounds are incredible. Let's get some rickety, let's see what happens if you overspeed. Diving. Wind is increasing. We're going up to VNE now. No ricketing yet. But it is it's buffering, but I can't hear an awful lot of metal. Oh. So I can't hear an awful lot of ricketing. Maybe I haven't got the sounds turned up enough. Let's just get out of that dive there. Ah, so you were saying this is the rudder trim. Oh yes, that was from Oisk. See these yellow things here? Those are the rudder trim. So if I have a failed engine, that's how you trim the rudders. Interesting. Does the co-pilot have that? Does the co-pilot have the rudder trim? No, they don't. So only the captain has the rudder trim. Okay. So what if the captain is incapacitated, is what I'm thinking. So let's start climbing up again. Where are we? We're approaching... We're over Newcastle. Newcastle airfield is grass here. Let's do a stop in Newcastle and have a rest. We're going to do an overhead. It's just down here. Let's hop in the cockpit. Let's see if I can land this aircraft on our way to Waterford. Okay, so take the power back. I'm going to show you usually in the circle. I actually train out of Newcastle. I give instruction out in Newcastle. So I'm quite familiar with the airfield. So where's the altitude? I'll do it by eye because you can just tell. We're about 2,000 feet there now. So I'll take all the power off. Newcastle, as you can see, is down here. Grass runway. We're going to come in 3.6. Oh, I don't have the... I thought I had the Colonel Clink add-on for that, for Newcastle. Maybe it hasn't popped in yet. Colonel Clink, if you look at flightsim.to, has Newcastle. The best one I've seen. The best version of Newcastle I've seen. So this is where myself and Colonel Clink fly out of. So we're coming in. What is the speed here? 200. That's kilometers per hour. So I'm just going to have to wing it and feel the aircraft as I go. Let's get one stage of flap down. One stage of flaps down. Where's the flap lever though? Is it over here? Interesting. Okay, so we're on downwind. Let's just go in a bit further. I want to give myself a nice long final. There's some shipping out here. Really nice. No cruisers. There's no fancy cruisers off Wicklow generally. Okay, so we're coming into land. This is the bit where things could get dodgy. 150. It's getting a bit sloppy now, so I'll keep it about 150 for the moment, just under 150. It's going to have a nice long final. I'm going to keep it coming around. I should have a little bit of rudder for the turn here, because otherwise we'll be turning all day. And there's Newcastle Airfield there. It should be lower here. Another stage of flap. No flaps. Okay, good. It's a short enough field. Side of the pilot seat. Okay, we're going to have a look at that when we land there, Bookman. Thank you for your comment. Okay, so we're still flying. Power's off. My first landing in the JU-52, folks. Let's just get my head down a little bit. Yeah, I'm concentrating now because I don't want to crash it. I don't want to crash it. I'm really going to try not to crash it this time. Most certainly. It's a little bit slippy. Well, we are quite high for the approach. Yeah, it's about $14, $15 for this aircraft. Well worth it, in my view. But the sounds are just wow. I can feel the air. I hear the air coming past. There's Al there in the JU-52 taxiing into Newcastle. Come on, I'm shot the Colonel Clink one now. I should have thought of that beforehand. But if you're like flying in Ireland, get the Colonel Clink flightsim.to. Just search Colonel Clink. Okay, we're coming down. I've got all the power off, so I'm going to do a 2-pointer. Oh God, I'm floating halfway down the runway, folks. Oh, bit of a bounce. Bit of a bouncy bounce. I've put on lots of right rudder. I'm braking a bit now, and as I brake, it's quite tricky. No, yeah, see the tail isn't on the ground, that's why the rudder, there we go. I should have recorded that. Would you like to see a landing with this, keep that, so you gotta apply back pressure, otherwise the tail. Now, what I'm gonna do, is I'm going to do another approach. Okay? So you can see, I'm going to record this approach. I'm going to put myself in downwind. We're going to record the approach so you can get some eye candy, okay? And we can look at it all the way down. Okay, get my recorder set up. Because we want those views, folks, don't we? We need eye candy. Recording the flight. And I'm going to hit Y, it's going to stall immediately, probably. Yeah, of course it is. I'll fix it. There we go. Now we're on downwind. We've got quite a few with us. We've got a few new people as well. We've got Cody, we've got Owl, we got Y-Reld D1. I'm going way too fast now, so now we're gonna record this landing, and I had better butter it. But it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. There's the runway. Everyone's going into the runway. Owl, welcome. Raccoon, 1982, welcome. 6 knots, welcome. Y-Re-La D1, welcome. In the Spitfire. Don't shoot me down! Please don't shoot me down. If you've just joined us, we're flying the JU-52 fresh out of the box from Sobo and / Microsoft. And that was Dirtmond, just followed. Dirtmond, welcome. Welcome to the madness. We're in Newcastle, we're on our way to Waterford in Ireland. Yes, purely because I know Ireland and I don't need a GPS. That's no GPS. Back at the 30s, unfortunately. So there we go. Trimmy, trimmy, trim, trim. Now, you said about the flaps there. We're on the side of the seat somewhere. They're probably hidden, like a handbrake. Let me put the control column back on so you can see what I'm doing. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, I think about 125 to 130 knots will be fine for approach. I'm going to have to turn here, so I'm going to have to add some power. So I'm coming out quite a bit because I landed kind of very far down the runway that time, excuse me. Cody is with us. Cody Code Ham. Is that Michelle? Michael, Michelle? Strand is with us, and Vulcan. Is Vulcan with us? Happy days. So if you want to join us, we're on the North European circuit. I'm doing that turn now. I'm going to have to flip it over. All the flaps are down. I'm just eyeballing it, to be honest. Very nice turn. I'm a bit of rudder there. It turns very nicely with the rudder. I notice the rudder a lot now, and it's behaving like kind of I would imagine to expect now. I think the wind's blowing me past one way bit. So I'm going to declutter. Declutter is happening. I want to slow down. Go too fast. Feet on the rudder pedals now. Are all the flaps down? Okay. There's another JU off to the right. Or your left as you see it. We're coming down here. Nice. Now this is the approach I was kind of really wanted. So I'm going to have a review of this. I've got a recorder going. And you know, this is pretty impressive. So it is. I think we're going to have some adventures with this aircraft and stream. Colonel Klink is already planning, as we speak, for the next flight plan for Sunday's show. So he'll be with us as well. And you can be damn sure he doesn't want to come on tonight. I don't know why he's reading manuals. You know, he's doing science. Come on, Chris, get this ready. Come on, a little bit of power on, just a little bit. Don't plonk it down. I don't want to bounce. Don't want to bounce. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, see, it won't steer very well until I get the tail wheel on the ground, so I'm applying back pressure, but without having to climb. I'm not doing well. Is that the tail on the ground? I don't want to lift off either. The tail wheel's on the ground. Or am I taking off again? Am I taking off again? I took off again. It's tough. Oh yeah, into the trees. Brilliant. Fabulous. Yeah, the brakes aren't working. The brakes working? Yeah, I think you need a long runway for this, folks. Yeah, into the trees. Everyone died. I'm going to try that again, if you don't mind. Let's have a look at the recording. Let's have a look at the replay. Let's stop the recording and do the replay here. Let's move forward a little bit. Yeah, I thought I had landed, but I floated all the way down the runway, I bet you. Let's go forward a bit. Now we're on finals proper. Resume replay, and let's have a look outside. So yeah, I actually hadn't landed. At all. So I think I was going too fast. For sure. Look at that. Look at the detail of the aircraft. The sounds of the engine I can hear. I don't think you can hear what I'm hearing because I've got these. Just incredible. Even when I move the camera, the sounds change. Yeah, I'm going too fast, okay? It's going far too fast. And I floated all the way down the runway. Here we go. I did bounce off the runway, I'd say. It looks good there. A little bit of a bounce. Then I applied back pressure and I bet you then it went up again to get the tail on the ground. See, I'm putting in rudder there. Oh. I was on the ground. Maybe I need to brake and apply back pressure at the same time. So I was on the ground. Oh, and up it went again because I applied back pressure. See that? And then into the trees. Yeah, I you know, it's tricky. It is tricky. It is very tricky. So, let's, do you mind if I try that again, folks? Really don't. That's the sound. I can't get over the sound. That's one thing. The graphics are incredibly brilliant. Everyone else is having problems there, look. Oh, there's nose over. I'll try this one more time and I will get it at the third time. I always do. Now this is going to fall out of the sky and it's going to stall, but don't worry. Everything will be fine. Nothing bad will happen. Anticipation. Oh no, it didn't fall out of the sky. It didn't fall out of the sky at all. Not at all. Now I'm going too fast. But don't worry, I'll sidestep. The sounds of the speed of the wind, I just can't get over it. It really helps. You know, it really does. There, sort of sidestepping there now. It really does help quite a bit. Let's get the recording going again. I'm looking at the other monitor and switching it on. And this time, I think I'll go slower. What do you say, folks? I'll go a bit slower. Yeah, if I had another 2 miles, they're saying I would have been fine. So I'm going to do this touch and go. We're going to see if we can watch someone else landing. So if anyone is watching this and flying with us at the same time, right after I exit the runway, we're going to watch you fly. So excellent, okay. Good. Now we're streaming for 1 hour 22 minutes. I'm tempted to take an intermission after this landing. Let me know if you want an intermission. If you want a 5-minute break to get some, you have to have treats while you're watching Twitch. You know, you gotta have a treat. You might want to go to the loo or the restroom, as you might call it, or you know. So about 100 knots it seems to. Maybe I was going in way. I think I was going in way too fast. So I'm gonna just keep it above 100 knots this time, with full flaps. All flaps are down now. So I'm gonna keep it at 100 knots. Let's just get my view here sorted so I can see where I am. So I think this aircraft is 100 knots. An intermission would be great, says Bakerfly. Okay, I'm doing an intermission for 5 minutes after we've landed, and then we'll have a look at some of the other folks coming in to land, okay? So you can get yourself a refreshing drink. If you're in the UK, a nice cup of tea, or UK/Ireland, a cup of tea, because we like cups of tea. And maybe some sugar drinks. If you haven't seen the intermission before, you'll know what I mean. It's not an intermission where it just counts down with a screen. It's kind of a funny ad. I think it's quite popular with my regular viewers. I go too fast again. I can feel it. I'm sidestepping a bit here on purpose. Slow down, and I have to get this one. This is my third time. God, it must have been hard training these back in the day. I'd like to do a 3-pointer. I don't know. And the movies are always doing 2-pointers. So I'm 100 knots. That feels a bit better. So I'm going to straighten out here. It's a big floaty aircraft, folks, and I'm not on the ground yet. This is a problem. Okay, there's the wheels down. Come on, get down, wheels. No, they're not. Are they down? Are the wheels down? Yes, the wheels are down. And I'm braking properly. Interesting. There we go. So I've done it. And much shorter this time, folks, haven't I? Hooray! Oh. That would have been very uncomfortable for the people in the back. Let's have a look at the replay. Let us have a look at the replay. So this is not too hard to fly, folks, but nevertheless a little bit of an interesting challenge with the tail dragger power portion of it. I'm going to pause it here, and we're going to move forward. Thank you very much, Banksy. Banksy is followed. Very welcome, Banksy. Don't forget to join us on the North European server, and if you want to, you can join the Discord. If anyone has the link there, any moderators has the link to the Discord, so we help everybody out here. Resume replay. There we go. Discord is very good. This is the replay, folks. I'll just leave my camera. Then we're going to have a hilarious intermission. There's a lot of back pressure there. Is that the trim I have set? See there? That is interesting. So the trim is actually part of the elevator. So now we're coming in. Let's just watch the ailerons as we come in here. Big ailerons. The shadows there, everything. Thank you, D-Features, giving you an invitation there on Twitch, and I'll put it on for YouTube. Okay, we're looking good. FU Max. FU2 Max has just followed us. Welcome, FU. Well, FU Max. FU Sense. Look at there we go. Okay, so that was okay. A little bit of a bounce, but nothing to cry, you know, nothing to cry home about. Nothing to cry about. There we go. So I started to brake and apply back pressure at the same time. I could hear the sound of the wheels on the ground. Oh, look, I broke too much. And then back pressure on the elevator. And we were golden. Oh, who's got the big fancy red livery there? Who's that? Who's got the fancy red livery? Very nice. Very nice. It's a beautiful aircraft to look at. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick intermission. We're going to fly to Waterford. The intermission is not boring. Let me know at the other side of the intermission what you think of the intermission. We'll be back in 5 minutes for a quick toilet / drink / make some toast and tea perhaps. Back in 5.
And now, let's enjoy an intermission. We hope you filled your snack bar full of tasty treats to eat and drink. Perhaps a tempting tasting hotting dog, or a thirst-quenching sugar drink. Some fresh crunching popping corn perhaps, or an assortment of sugar-coated sweetness. Even enjoying a sickness stick. We've plenty of time, so visit your snack bar now. See now, Mr. and Mrs. Barker enjoying and gorging on the lovely treats with their lovely children. You could be doing this too, you still have time. And for those of you tea lovers, let's have a look at some tea-making tips. Yes, the most important tea-making tip, of course, when you have time, is to use the right mug. Yes, the right tea mug is always the right way. Look for the Grippersim tea mug. Yes, it makes your tea taste 20% better. Now, don't worry, you still have plenty of time to make your cup of tea. Mrs. Ainsley Creetrap, what do you think of drinking a cup of tea from the Grippersim mug as opposed to the normal mug?
Lovely. It's not everyone who can make a good cup of tea.
Splendid, Mrs. Ainsley Crabtree. Now, here are the ladies discussing the 6 points of making a good cup of tea, and of course the Grippersim mug will be included. Which number will it be?
Can I remember them? Of course you can. Try now. All right, here goes. Number 1.
Obviously the Grippersim mug.
Always use a good quality tea.
Yes, of course.
Good. Number 2. Always use freshly drawn water, right?
Number
3. Remember to warm the teapot or urn. Everyone knows that one. And number 4. Measure the right quantity of tea for the amount of water in the pot. Very good. Number 5. The water must reach boiling point. Pot to the kettle, not kettle to the pot. And the last rule, number 6.
Here we go.
Let the tea brew for 5 to 10 minutes.
Damn your eyes, woman! Grippersim tea mug.
Where does it all start? Sometimes here, with an acid stomach, or here, with tense, upset digestive nerves. It may even reach here, with that fuzzy, achy feeling in the head.
Are you suffering from intermission anxiety? It's the acid tension trouble triangle you're suffering from. Yes, now there's a new anti-intermission liquid, Peptis Liquid Elixir. It will break that bothersome intermission trouble triangle. This fast-acting liquid has no need to wait for it to dissolve as it's in liquid form. With unknown ingredients, it will settle acid in your stomach and those nasty intermission blues. Side effect of Peptis may include constipation, skin rash or dermatitis, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, severe migraines, insomnia, suicidal thoughts, abnormal heart rhythms, internal bleeding, cancer, loss of sexual appendages, funny walk syndrome, loss of hair, reddening of the hair, big red nose syndrome, whitening of the skin, unusual voice patterns, childish behaviours, a propensity to blow up balloons, death. Break that intermission trouble triangle with Peptis. Yes, Peptis available somewhere.
Just a minute, folks. Yes, that's all it takes to visit our refreshment counter in the lobby. There you'll find popcorn and an assortment of popular candy bars to please every taste. Try one of these delicious candy bars. Big time.
Ingredients include chemicals derived from petroleum,
Butternut,
preservatives including sodium benzoate and sulfur dioxide, no nuts included,
milkshake,
including wood pulp and duck feathers as fillers,
payday,
including propylene glycol, carcinogenic flavorings, including trace elements of starch, strychnine and lead.
topped with Hollywood's super rich coating of the kind you like best. They taste wonderful, they're delicious, they're nutritious. Get one at our confection counter in the lobby now.
And now a word from our esteemed producer. Such kind words. And now back to our normally scheduled programming.
That was the producer. He sits here. I'm going to get another cam so you can see the producer. Right. Yes, I do read the comments. Absolutely. As much as I can. There's quite a lot of them on both YouTube and Twitch. And Richard, yes, I'm scrolling up here and I can see what happens is I'm flying along and I'm concentrating on the flying and stuff, so it scrolls up so I don't get to read them all. So David Borham says, Gripper, I think it looks good. Envious I couldn't join you. I'm on Xbox. Well, you can join us from Xbox. Absolutely. We've got lots of people on Xbox following us and flying along with us. I can select the same server, but it's just a matter of starting from the same location. Okay, so what you can do, if you go to the world map, you got to make sure you're on the North European server, okay? That's the first thing. And then usually I'll give you my location. So I was typing in there during the break. We're in, at the moment, Echo India November Charlie. I just typed it in there for you. So I'm going to type it in, Echo India November Charlie, happy days. That's where we're going to start the next section from, to land at Waterford. Yeah, I do, but they do scroll up. So if I look away for too long, it's scrolled all the way up. So I don't get to read everybody's comment. It can get quite busy, you know, but I do my best. I very much do my best. It's busy tonight because of the new aircraft, you see. So I'm going to take off. I think we did okay, but I'm just amazed at the detail. This is probably... Is this the best all-round passenger airliner so far in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Is it better than the DC-6, do you think? It depends. It's subjective, isn't it? But they certainly have done... It's not... See, I have a bone of contention with me is if it's taken from the old Flight Simulator and just thrown in. You know, it's not all Asobo. This is all Asobo. So this is all brand spanking new, totally developed from scratch. And it's absolutely superb. It really is. Thank you very much, Ziki. It didn't come up there for some reason, Ziki. I don't know why it does that sometimes, very, very rarely. ZKYY has just followed. Welcome to the madness. We're in Newcastle. We're flying to Waterford. And we're going to hop the cockpit. We're going to backtrack now. And we're going to take off the opposite direction. Doesn't seem to be much wind at all. So I'm adding a bit of power. Let's have a look at the old... I hope you enjoyed your tea time break, folks. Let's taxi forward very gently. We just had Dirtmond Dirtmond, welcome. And the German 25 is followed as well. Oh, Dirtmond subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much, Dirtmond. Thank you so much. That helps. That helps people continue to stream, and me included. I can't see anything, so maybe I'll make myself taller. Oh, I can't make myself any more taller, can I? Can I make myself taller? I can't. I can go right up there. Stand up. I'm standing up, practically. Thank you very much, Manfred Skywalker. That's followed. Dirtmont, that's very appreciative. Now am I at the end of the runway? I think Colonel Klink's version is a lot better than the standard version. Have a look at flightsim.to. Look up Colonel Klink. No, sorry, it's flightsim.to. Have a look at Colonel Klink. Just search for Colonel Klink and you'll see his version of Newcastle. It's very good. It really is very good. He flies like me out of Newcastle in the real world, so he's continuously working on it. For even the runway bumps, folks, even the bumps in the runway, he's working on every single detail, and no other person who designs an airfield does that to date. Now I'm not quite in the centre. Oh my God, we have someone's fallen out of the sky in an Airbus A380. Murder, death, kill John Spartan. Yes, we have many people joining us on the North European server. That's not quite the centre. I'm looking at the dirt. See the dirt here? Do you see off here? This is, if I can zoom in here a little bit. See down here? Right, that's the centre line of the runway. There we go. Now, let's just have a look and see what's happening outside, shall we? Before we go. I noticed it's not rolling forward in the grass where it would on the asphalt, just when it's running idle, by the way. Which is another little bit of an interesting fact. Got a few lining up behind us there. Oops, camera work terrible. Let's put on the tags again, see who you are. We've got Sunny Wolf, we've got Doctor, we've got Own Risk, we've got Split YTS. And I'll mention you as we go to Waterford. I'm going to fly quite smoothly as I can. There's Choblee. I'm going to call you B, Joby, if that's okay, because that's the last 3 letters of your... Right, everybody go, full power. Full power. I'm going to have to take the flaps up. Flaps coming up. I'm going to leave one stage of flaps down. And we're going to get out of here. Brilliant. Thank you, G Future, for giving Newcastle to everybody. I'm going to put that on YouTube as well. There is, if you're... I'll copy that there. This, guys, this link here I'm putting into the YouTube is the Newcastle version from Colonel Klink. Great. Okay. I just read the comments. Haha, vertical. That's from Denugget. Splendy. I can't read all of them, but I'll try in the way because we can chat in the way. Right, full power. Full power's happening. Now, I should have back pressure in the control column now, right? Back pressure in the control column, as you can see. So I can have some steering. It takes off very quickly. It takes off seriously quickly, folks. That was pretty amazing. Oh! It does take off pretty quick. Flaps coming up, and we're on our way to Waterford. I'm going to go quite high this time. I'm going to climb quite a bit. So I think I'll just lower my view there to something a bit more realistic. And we're golden. Flaps up, gears fixed. Does it take off that quick in real life? I don't know. But it certainly does take off. It's short field aircraft, that's for sure. Oh yeah, so, yeah, questions. What recording software am I using? I am using, and you'll find this in flightsim.to as well. It's the best one I found. It is called Flight Recorder. Let me get it for you here. It's simply called Flight Recorder. Again, that's in flightsim.to. Just type in Flight Recorder. Now, the only thing to be wary about this is if your engines aren't started, it won't record you with the engines running when you were flying. So you just keep your engines running all the time. Other than that, it's brilliant. It really is very, very good. Sobo haven't come out with their recording software yet. It's now, they say now 2021/2022. So they put that back. They put the power back. So they've taken that back a little bit. Let's get some mic out here. So that's Flight Recorder. What I'm using to stream is Streamlabs. Again, put that in Google and you'll be on your way. We're passing over Wicklow Town now shortly. That over here is Wicklow Town. I'm very familiar with this area because I instruct around here, around Ireland generally. There's everybody there. Wow, we've got lots of people. We've got Owl, we've got Bakerfly, we've got Trip 500, we've got Palin Racing, we've got Own Risk, we've got Johnny F73, we've got Shio Glebe, Deep Future Doctor, 6 Knots, Fly Guy, Dirtmond, and Driver Pineapple. They're very good. So we're all flying along. Come alongside. I'm going to try and keep it as stable as I can. We've also got Split YTS with us. He's flying the Beechcraft, I think it is. So yeah, come along. I know a lot of you have to wait to download this aircraft if you're buying it to fly along, but don't worry. We're flying this on Sunday, and I'll probably fly during the week. You know, randomly. That is Wicklow Town, exactly as it looks as when I fly over it. Quite bizarre. So I'll take a bit of part back so everyone can catch up. It's nice. A bit of formation flying is nice. So I'm taking a bit of part back. I'll tell you what I'm at though, folks, who's following us. I'm going to talk a bit more about this. I've taken the RPM back to 18. And I'm flying at just above 210 kilometers. So you'll catch up easy. Am I climbing? Not really. There is a vertical speed indicator. So I'm going to trim back a little bit. So I'm probably going to end up flying at about 200 knots, I'd say. So I'm trimming here a little bit. And that should do the job. There we go. About 100 feet a minute. Nice. There we go. Then let's have a look at the comments. Who keeps doing that? Go away with your big jet, would you? We're 1930s flying here. Got a lot of trim there because I'm flying so slow. There goes the Airbus. Vehicle splits. Yeah, you're coming alongside easy enough. Now let's pay attention to some of the comments. Turn to Feast, welcome. He says that was certainly a quick takeoff, like you'd stolen it. Oh yeah, I wanted to get. I stole it. I stole it. Yeah, it does lift off the ground very quick. Then again, I'm trying to get. Oh yeah, I've got to activate the screen. I'm trying to fly it and get the view at the same time. There we go. So now the rudder trim is out of whack here, folks. That's what's happening. It looks like it's out of trim here. The rudder should be straight. The rudder should be straight. Is it straight? It's a little bit out of trim, I think. Is it? No, it looks straight. Maybe it's just an illusion. Yeah, it's just an illusion. The rudder trim is okay. There we go. We're going to go all the way down to Waterford. I have a feeling Waterford's going to be under cloud, as you can see in the distance. Good. So we've got some people flying along. Who was that? That was Sonny Wolf. Formation flying is very hard with the screen, I understand that. But VR, it's easy. I flew with the Thunderflies one day, and I had to actually put on the VR headset to be able to do it. So we've also got Air Juno, I think it is. Bunker Titan's with us as well again. The Flying Frag is flying the Spitfire. So what's it about? And 2 hours now since the JU-52 came out, and I think it's quite popular already. About $50, I think people were saying there. Evidence, please. I think about 14, 15 euros. I think it was about $15. Let me scroll back up here to see. People are typing it in there. Where is that? I'm scrolling up the chat here to see what the price was. Quite a lot of comments today, folks. I think it's about $13.99 or something like that, you know. Oh, if I could fly in a straight line, and everyone's trying to follow me, and here I am in the comments once again. Okay, let's get back to flying here. Let's get into control of this aircraft. Very interesting clouds off to the sea, just like in real life. We're going to skip across towards Waterford. I'm just doing this visually, no GPS. It should take about, I'd say this speed, about 25 minutes, a half an hour maybe. If I can keep a straight line going, but we're going to go around the coast, I think. Thank you. Spundot says it's $14.99 in the marketplace. I'll paste that into YouTube. Thank you very much, Spundot. Everybody's helping everyone today, which is nice. There it goes into YouTube. Evidence says, Gripper, you're looking great. You know that, don't you? Right? You're looking terrible. I don't care what I look like. Someone said to me, right? They said, you can't go on stream without makeup. And I'm going, what? You gotta put on makeup. No, what are you talking about? Why would I put makeup on? It's the other way to do it on TV. I'm not wearing makeup. I'm doing 114 knots. Thank you very much. That was evidence. No, so it was Richard. Richard Reed, how are you? I hope you are well. I hope all is well. Oh, this is an official aircraft. Yes, it is. This is from Asobo, who made Microsoft Flight Simulator what it is today for Microsoft and Microsoft too. But this is again groundbreaking, an absolute groundbreaking aircraft. There we go. Very nice. Look at that. Very nice. Wow. Very nice format. I'm trying to keep it still as possible for everybody. Because it's hard to formation fly with, you know, on a TV, because that's what I'm looking at. It's much easier in real life. Very much so. Davos says a bit of red lippy would make all the difference. Only on Sundays. Only on Sundays, says Greg Fly found a DA62. I'm only struggling because of no speed brakes, says Blinky. Blinksy. Blink SI. Why Blinky SI? I know that's something clever, I just haven't copped onto it yet. What's the big red button in front of the throttle, says Robbie 169. Good question. This is the one you're referring to. Oh, here. I don't know. It's in German. I don't know. I don't want to press it because it'll probably stop all the engines and I won't be able to start them. Do you want me to press it? Do you want me to press the rig bed button and see what happens? Why did you label it MS? Oh, evidence please says, why did you label it as MFSX? No, change it to right significant. How? Someone said that to me before, evidence please, right? Someone said that to me before, and I'm trying to find out what you mean by that, because that's disconcerting. Tell me, evidence, where does it say that? I'm going to copy your comment, because someone said that to me before, and you might help me out here, because I'm not getting any YouTube. I don't think people are seeing it. Seeing my YouTube videos like they used to. Why did you label it as this is on YouTube now, Microsoft Flight Sim X? I didn't. Looks like, yeah. Evidence, please let me know. Let me know. That's important. That would be great. I'm going to copy that. Do I have a notepad here? Someone said that to me before, and people aren't seeing the channel at all for some reason. I think. I don't know. So save that if you don't mind. Okay, Evan says, River Sim, it says you are playing Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Oh no. It should be 2020. Yes, I would think so. Known as FS11. I don't want that. Dude, FX, I know, it did die a long time ago, Evidence. So why, where, I'll have to look into that. So, where's the label you're seeing? Where is the label you're seeing? Is that the name of the stream? I have Microsoft Flight Simulator on the is that the label you're referring to, the name of the stream? You think I should be putting MF? Okay, I see. I hope that's it. I have MS. See, this is called Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's the problem. Will the engines star fuel if you fly inverted? Let's try that. Evidence, thank you so much for that. Let me know where you're seeing that label, because that's, someone said that to me in one of my YouTube videos. They're going, this is not Microsoft, the old flight sim. That could be my problem. Where's the label? You can even send me an email, Evidence, of what you're seeing. That's just the live stream. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we're climbing up. We're going to fly upside down. It's doing that automatically, I think, guys. It's labeling it as the old flight simulator, which I do not want to happen. Okay, we're going to fly upside down. Dewey Parker says, is anyone willing to communicate with me in an effort to get me flying again in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? I'm having withdrawal symptoms. Yes, is the answer. Join our Discord for starters, I guess. Everyone, I have a section there for help me please. We're going upside down. I have a section there for help me please, and I try my best to get in there as much as I can. Engines are going, engines are failing. Yes, the answer is yes. It will not fly upside down. It will fly upside down, but not with the engines on. All engines are gone. They're gone. I can hear it. RPM's going down. So yes, it flies upside down. Oh, we're going to stall now, and it's going to be a weird one. Covered the stall, so that is realistic. That is Cork Town. Sorry, is that Cork Town? That is Cork Town. Kind of a holiday destination, a very nice place for people in who live in Dublin. There's a road called the N11, goes all the way down the coast from Dublin. And on Fridays, it's jammed packed because they're all going to this town. You'll see this is a caravan park. These are caravan, they're kind of mobile homes. And they all go down here. I live off over here. Where's Gory? It's under the cloud. Gory's down here. So this is where I live. Which is nice. Oh, that jet again. And another one. Oh, okay. He's just being annoying now, I think. Not just being annoying. Good. So good. We're on our way to Waterford. Yes, the carbs don't work. It's not. You can't fly with inverted. Jack Hickman, First Lieutenant. Thank you for subscribing. For becoming a member, should I say, Jack? Let me have a look at the comments. Jack, hail to you. I like your hat. I'm guessing, Jack, you're from Texas. Thank you very much, Jack. Happy days. Now for the big red button. Oh yeah, that's Robbie. That is Robbie. So the big red button. Okay, so we're in cloud. I wonder, do we get icing? Well, that's for... Okay, you want me to press this big red button? Okay. No, nothing's happened. It looks like it could be some sort of a lock. No? No, it's not a lock. The answer is I don't know what it does. What does this red button do? God knows. I have to look that up. We're coming up to Wexford now. Where is Gory? Gotta put my eyes on Gory there. What a beautiful view. Oh, I don't want to do that. Past Gory. Gory's way behind us there now. Anyway, that was Cork Town. I think it was Cork Town. Was that Arklow? Or was I wrong? That was Cork Town. I think. Pretty sure it's over here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's absolutely stunning. Lots more comments here. Has anyone figured out the trim? Mine is changing by itself somehow. Oh, Spundot says, I looked at YouTube and the box art section for the game definitely shows FSX. Shouldn't be showing FSX at all, because I didn't ask it to do that. Interesting. I'm going to have to look into that. Let me have a look at the YouTube channel itself.
T-Mobile is upgrading homes across America.
Let us have a look. I'm not getting indication. I'm not seeing anything, but it says it's the old flight sim. Oh, I see the ad below. Yeah, an ad for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So, I'm certainly not sharing my videos. I spent an awful lot of time on them on YouTube. Maybe it's a stream. I don't know. Anyway, we're full power. Let's see who's with us. Going to Waterford. There's everyone there. Happy days. Lots of new people today. Noodles, welcome. Dirtmod, welcome. Falcons here with us. Rolf, Lochter, Fly Guys new. Almost everybody here's new. Cody, Kotam, Trip, Driver Pineapple, Dr. Pot, Illuminat. I think it's Illuminati 5 or something like that. So we're having a busy day today. Now, I'd like to go above these clouds, so I'm going to try and climb above these clouds. I'm going to try and learn something. One thing. If I can learn one thing about this aircraft that isn't obvious. Screenshot in Discord. Thank you, 6 knots. I look at that. I will most certainly look at that. Actually, I'll look at it now. I'll look at it right now. In screenshots. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Let me show you. I'll give you another invite there. You can all chat in the Discord as well during the day. Here's a link for the Discord, and on YouTube a link for the Discord as well. Go. There goes the link into YouTube. Bam. There's their man back again with the hot cams. Hi, user from this channel, and they're gone. Bye. Bye with your hot girls. See you later with your spam. Yes, so we're on the way to Waterford. We're kind of zigzagging a little bit. It looks like I'm going to have it. That's Wexford over here. I'm cutting across. Now, I could cheat here. I don't have a chart to show you, but I'll cheat a little bit. I'll hit the V button. V button will bring up your map. Come on. V. It takes a while sometimes. I don't know why. Come on, V button. Or they've disabled that because it's realistic. There we go. So, Waterford is... Let's see where we are in the world. Oh, it doesn't scroll out anymore. That's Wales there. That's Scotland up here. And this is England, UK. Then there's France across here, and there we are in England. Leaving Wicklow for Wexford. Waterford is just about down here. It doesn't have the airfield. There it is, sorry. There's oh, big messy. There we go. So I need to turn in. Echo India Whiskey Foxtrot for Waterford. Now, what I would have liked to have done, and now I'm going to start doing this for those of you who, you know, are going to be learning to fly and stuff. By the way, I have some tutorials on PPL style videos on YouTube. They should help you with the flying bit. What I want to do, so I'm sitting here now flying with you. I want to get my chart out, and I'll have another camera pointing down, and you can see me how I navigate with what's called a whiz wheel, or the flight computer, which has been used since the days of the 30s, and even before. So I want to do a bit of that, actual old school navigation. Okay, so the Ringnut, welcome Ringnut, by the way. First of all, he says I'm a bit of a loop or noob and just joined. Is this payware aircraft freeware or added for the game for free? It's payware. It's a Sobo aircraft. It's in the Microsoft Flight Simulator store. What did we say? It was $14.99 or something, $15. I think it's worth it, most certainly. If you're into old school aircraft. It's certainly one I'm going to keep. I just paid for it. I'm keeping it in my collection, and we're going to stream with this for a fair bit during the week. One thing I'd like to do is to actually get the beacon in Waterford up on this, but I can't read German, so we're gonna have Colonel Fink with us on Sunday, who's German. His first language, and he's going to help us out with this. So we're on our way to Waterford, full power. Let's just get a heading here for Waterford. We're on the right heading, so that heading is... Now where is La Compass? I haven't even looked at the compass. Oh, there, it's right there. No, we're not heading north. We're heading south. So that is interesting. Everything works here. What's this? Oh, it's... You can actually physically move the compass. We're heading at least 180. So it's a twisty thing. Interesting. We're heading a little bit less maybe than 180, I'm thinking. And where is the actual physical compass? This looks like... You know... This looks like... It's not a compass anyway. That's our heading roughly, I would say. Not quite. Okay, so I need to get a compass here. Where's the compass? It's not up above. In the old days, I used to carry a compass on board. But interesting. But I love the look at the sticker here. Look at the way it's quite old. That looks like Russian here. That looks like Russian to me. Slip and turn indicator. Got all our stuff here. Fuel. Again, I can't read German, which is a bit of a problem. I better close these guys or I'll switch off the engine by mistake. Lots of knobs here. I don't know what those are for. Old school knobs. But I can't make out a compass now. That doesn't look like a compass to me because I had to calibrate it there. We're heading about west. Yeah, that's fine. That is a compass. So we're actually heading about 260 or 250. So there we go. The bottom one is the compass. Okay, makes sense. handle during this. So what's this for? That's to do with nav, I'm guessing. Lupa's family tube said he got his flight stick came today, a Logitech G Extreme 3D. Let us have a look at this. It's for setting the autopilot, that thing here. Tyler just told me. Of course, that would make sense. That would make absolute sense. Now that makes sense. Let's have a look at this joystick that you got. Yeah. So if you're new to flight simming, yeah, brilliant, excellent. This is the one you got then. This one, very good, with a twisty grip. If you're going to get a joystick for flight sim and you just want to dip your toes in the water, you just want a joystick, this is the one to get. Okay. 49 euros. Okay. You can get them cheaper than that. You don't have to get the expensive ones. You can get them for like $20. Just make sure it has a twisty grip. And then when you decide that flight sim is for you as a hobby, because it is a hobby, that's what you get. Well done. Nice choice. Oh wow, okay, I didn't get these. Thank you so much. Let me go back a little bit. Wow, I got some subscriptions here. Generic de Lamine has subscribed. Thank you. I think it's Jurek. I can't pronounce it, forgive me. Also we had Jay Hickman, who became a member. Jay, thank you very much for that, becoming a member. That's great, that really helps things out. Sean Dryden also subscribed. Included badge 51, super chatted a 99 a pound. Now that, I think that's the second time that we've got a super chat on the channel. Thank you so much. These things, by the way, while I'm talking about all that kind of stuff, that all goes into a kitty. I don't touch it for buying add-ons and all that kind of stuff. Buying add-ons to review and whatnot. And Lupa's family tube also followed. And then, of course, there it goes, Lucas, it's just said there. Great. Happy days. Everyone very welcome. Speaking of which, while we're on our cruise to Waterford, the whole flight sim thing, it is a hobby. And funny enough, who was talking about this? It was Fabio, who's also a streamer. Very nice guy. Also an instructor. Very education. I need some water. Very educated in aviation. But the community in Flight Sim is usually very, very nice and polite. And just normal. Just nice. Very helpful to one another. And I can see that in the Discord as well. I almost feel guilty not spending more time in the Discord trying to help people out. But it is a very mature, intelligent audience. More intelligent than me. But yes, very much so. Sometimes I'm learning the Airbus now. And I go on and I'm streaming and I'm asking people on the stream, how do I put on the autopilot? How do I do this? How do I... all these things you've got to know. And they'll help me on the chat. So we all got to start somewhere. So if you're starting off, or you're thinking of flying flight sim, look at us, we're all flying online. Let's hop out here for a minute. We're all flying online, we're all chatting on the Discord, you know, talking about what's good, what's bad, what joystick I should get, which reminds me I have to do a video on that. Look at everyone flying there, look. You know, there's another one, Owen Wist that I mentioned, there's Spitz, TYS Cody Code, and the Dr. Bunker Titans there off in the distance. Air Junru, as Beck Fly has been with us since the beginning. Sunny Wolf, I love the props, folks, look at this. Stunning. It's not hard at all, yeah. Watch YouTube videos, yes, that also helps. I've done a few tutorials and stuff for the aircraft I know well. Some of them I do not know well at all. You know, if I'm a pilot in the real world, I'm not going to know about every single aircraft, am I? No. But this is just stunning. This is just absolutely stunning. It's exhaust here. Look behind the engine. What a view. It's quite incredible. I wonder how much fuel I have left. I don't know. What's fuel in German? Oh, where am I? I'm turning the wrong way. I'm turning the wrong way. No bother. There is an ADF in Waterford. If I could figure out what button it is. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. You go off your heading. Flying, incidentally, just keeping your heading in your altitude is the question. And I tell you what, in the flight sim, if you're going to fly around, here's how you practice, right? And I'm not really paying attention to my altitude at all here today. Not at all. In fact, I can see Waterford ahead. So when you're flying, if you can, in the real world at least, right? With my students, the first thing you teach them, among other things, is to fly straight and level. Simple as that. So choose an altitude. Say, I'm going to fly 2,000 feet and stick to it. And over time, your eyes will keep looking at the altimeter and the vertical speed indicator and whatnot, and you'll just get used to flying straight and level without thinking about it. It's like driving your car if you're driving. After a while of driving, after you've learned how to drive and had a bit of experience for only a month or so, you just do it automatically. You don't think about it. So Waterford is down here somewhere. So I can't quite see the runway yet. So I'm going to start descending. So I'm going to take the power back a bit. Power's coming back. iBanksy says, I fly DCS most of the time, so that's why I'm struggling to keep flight formation in this Beechcraft. Well, it's very hard. It's almost impossible to do without a VR headset, folks. Very hard. You need that. You need your peripheral vision. That's why VR is so good for flight sim, because you've got this much. Do you know what I mean? You got this much vision. Which is what you need. Now it can be done roughly, but it's easier with VR. But you don't have to have VR. Look, if you're formation flying, right? If I'm formation flying, I'll sit behind that aircraft and I'll keep him like in this part of the window, right? That will make it a lot easier. Just keep him in a portion of the sky at the same time. But you need to know his speed. It takes a bit of practice, but I could do it reasonably well on a television or a monitor. But it's easier with the VR. I'm not saying go and get a VR headset. Okay, we're coming down to Waterford. Let's have a look a bit more at the comments. Let's just blast over here to YouTube comments. Crafton off is fuel. That's from Holger. Okay. There it is. Crafton stuff. Crafton stuff. Doesn't give me much of a indication. Is this it? About half? About 1, 2, 3? Let's cheat. Have a look at the fuel here. So we're 25% now. 58 gallons left. Not a lot of fuel left. Yeah. So we're doing good. Coming into Waterford. There is Own the Hire, is it? Welcome. We've also got Noodles. Noodles in the C208. There's Noodles. Nice name, Noodles. Nice name. Easy for me to pronounce. There's Trip. There's the boy Ferg. There is Splitsy TYTS. There's Falcon off. I don't know if it's Falcons with us. So it's quite busy today. So we're doing a nice descent towards Waterford. That over there behind us is Wexford Dunmore East. It's over here somewhere. So this is a holiday area. This is a great part. If you're from America, and you want to visit Ireland, the southeast coast. Yeah, we have Cessna Fox, very nice. Cessna Fox followed there earlier on. Lupa's Family Tube followed, and Lotec 42. Welcome to the madness. If you're wondering when I'm streaming again, I do intend to stream a lot more during the week. But the only one I've actually scheduled for is Sunday at 2100 hours Irish time. That's 9 o'clock in the evening, local. You may say it's a little bit late, but I do intend, like today, stream a lot more during the week. I haven't scheduled during the week yet because I'm trying to just get into just trying to get into not a rush, but you know what I mean, just into just trying to figure out the times. Marcus Malley has subscribed. Marcus, welcome, Marcus. We're having great fun here in the JU52. If you've just joined us, it's definitely a yes from me. The JU52, although I don't really know how to fly it that well. I've learned a little bit today, I suppose. I still haven't found the flaps. You know, I still haven't found the flaps. I have it on my side tech. Where's the bloody flap lever? You know, where's the flap lever? It saddens me. I don't know where it is. Very peculiar. Okay, let's put my seat position properly here. I'm way too high, so all the parts coming back. I'm going to fly over the airfield. I just want to get into view here. It should be some white buildings here. There it is, just like in real life, folks. There is Waterford. Generally, we come down here to the southerly runway and we come back up this way. So I'm going to give myself a nice long final. Seeing as it's asphalt, it's going to be harder for me to land in Waterford now. It's going to be much harder. This aircraft, yes, it could have easily cost 35 euros. Easily. Very much so. Coming in, a nice slow descent. I might stay on a little bit longer. I don't know. You might have some suggestions.
I just need.
What time is it now? 21. Oh no, 20. It's almost 10 o'clock, folks. Here in Wexford in Ireland. So I'm going to come in and land. I might do. I'm going to record it. And we might have a look at some of the others coming into land and doing a few circuits. You know, for the crazy madness section, if you like. You know. So we're going to come to land in about 5 minutes. About 5 to 7 minutes. Good. So, what is next? Spondy says he was surprised. They were surprised it was $14.99. Yes. You know what, Asobo? I tip my hat to. Because it's something. If it was 35, you'd be like, you know, it might change a lot of people's minds. I would have had to bought it for the channel anyway, but I would, you know, 35 quid. So, you know, fair dues to you. Fair dues to Sobo. And the detail is stunning. The flying model itself is different than anything else. It's more stable, as you'd expect from an aircraft. It does oddly remind me of the Dove, which is odd. But the Dove was, in real life, it was more stable. I didn't have to do much to fly it at all. And at this, I don't have to do much at all to fly it. So, I haven't flown a real JU52, obviously. But it would help, I know. But who does? Who flies a JU52 for real? So, coming into land, folks. We're coming into land. I'm gonna record my landing. Let me go back here and start to record. Come on. Why is it loading? What's going on? Let's give it out to me. I'm using Flight Recorder on flightsim.to. Hit the record button from now. Yep, overwrite the old one. And it's dead handy. Very handy. Of course, it's so boring coming out of those, as I said, till they say 21, 22 now. Okay, so let's turn for a base. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to trim nose up a little bit. To slow us down a little bit. Take the power off. That won't help. There we go. Bit of power coming back. Very nice. I'd like to see the runway, please. There it is. There it is. I'm really going to concentrate. I'm going to do a sterile cockpit. If you watch my Sunday streams, okay? And in this one. I'm I'm looking over at the chat all the time to get as many first stage of flap down, as much communication as I can with the chat. But I do miss some comments, so forgive me for that. But the point being is that I often do strange things because you're quite busy. Sexy stool, hello, hello to you as well. Lawrence Bitton says, or Bitlin is it? Says it's pretty reasonably priced. It is, it really is. I think that's pretty good. Let's not fly too slow. I said about 100 knots. But it does fly very, very slowly, and it takes off very, 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 very quickly. It really does take off very quickly. There's Waterford. I fly into here quite a lot. I actually flew in here, what was it, a week ago? Now we got full flaps. A tailwind. Feels like I have a tailwind. Yeah, we got a bit of a tailwind. I must, when we land, remind me to look up the actual weather on Waterford. There we go. So it's quite a slippery aircraft as well. To notice, and to slow down, it takes a bit. I've got full flaps down now. But we got a nice big long runway here in Waterford. I'm going to declutter. Declutter a little bit. And everyone else, hopefully in your JU52s, if you're watching this, get ready to do some circuits. So after I've shown everybody this recording, we're going to have a look at everybody else if they so choose. So this is a nice approach. I'm a little bit high, but that's fine. Now I got the poppies. I'm going to drive it in. I'm going to keep the poppies, keep it stable. Flying is all about trimming. You've got to trim. You really have to trim all the time. Okay, I'm trimming here in the control column. Happy days. Happy days. So this is all going well. I hope to do a few video reviews of controls, hardware controls, but I can't get my hands on any. I have a few for myself. I can review those. But I must make a video out of it. Feet on rudder pedals now, gears down, full flaps. A little bit high, but that's okay. A little bit off center line as well. I've got a tailwind here. I'm going way too fast now. 150 knots, just like that. I'm side-slipping a little bit. I need to lose that speed. There we go. Decrease the side-slip there. Yeah, I'm going way too fast. Way too fast. At least I can see the runway with a side-slip. I'm going to jump the pair of flaps there. There we go. That'll put the lift on the ground. Flaps coming up. Oh, I bounced. It is interesting. It's just that I haven't studied the landing yet. Am I on the wheels or what? I'm going off the side of the runway. I can't hear the rollout though. I can't hear that the tires are on the ground. So that was a bit of a mess. But that's fun. When you nail it, I've got something now to... I have something now to... Let's go to the gate, or to the apron. Let's turn around and go to the gate and watch everybody else. Not the best landing, ever, at all. I kind of went into the grass a little bit there, folks. Really. I just didn't get any sense that I was down. I got no sense that I'm actually on the ground. Let me turn up the volume here. Because I'm gonna have to go on the grass to turn around, folks. Yeah, I see. I had my volume turned right down as well, so I couldn't really hear the sim itself. I can hear people chatting on the Discord. That's what the beeping is. That's new messages coming out to the Discord. So, yes, I like it. I think that's because I had the volume right down. And Waterford, you got to backtrack all the way to the exit point. But I'm going to come off here to the side. I'm going to watch some of the others do some interesting work. Terry, greetings. Pilot Feast, greetings. I'll turn off here. Turn off onto the grass. Now, a bit of brakey, brake. I'm going to cheat here a little bit. I'm going to hit the Y button. And I'm just going to move myself out of the way. There we go. Hit the Y button. Let's put the parking brake on so it doesn't start. See the way it's moving forward there? Look at this. It's moving forward gently. It didn't do that in the grass. I find that interesting. So they seem to have a bit more drag in the grass, which is nice. So, oh yes, the replay. Replay. Okay. Replay for the approach. So, my impressions. I'm impressed, obviously, as you've seen. Very impressed. The sounds, amazing. The graphics, the detail, amazing. It appears that they've modelled a lot of stuff in here with the JU52. I can't say if it's studying level or not, but you're not going to get anything more study level than this. So red. So I'm overall impressed, really am. It is a tail dragger, so a little bit of work on the landings are required rather than a tricycle undercarriage. That's the producer making all the noise, because the producer gets a little bit upset when I land badly. It's always when I land badly. As you can see, the producer in the background here, it starts tearing up the place. So yes, the producer, also known as Buttons. I'm gonna have another little cam so you can see the producer freaking out every time I'd have a bad landing. I swear to God. The last time, I won't go on about how I couldn't get up off my seat and the dog was chewing stuff up. Anyway, it's all about entertainment and a bit of fun, right? So my approach, I was trying to figure out the speed, you know, and it went from 100. I had about 110 at one point, and then all of a sudden it was 150. So that's me chatting and not paying attention. But it felt like there was a bit of a tailwind. There's a bit of a tailwind in Waterford. I'm going to look up the real world weather here, what we'd use when we're flying in the real world. EI Whiskey Foxtrot in Waterford. And the wind is variable. There's no wind at all. 290 at 6 knots. So it's coming from the west. So there was no wind, really. Maybe a little bit of tailwind by 1 or 2 knots, but that doesn't matter. But I always in Ireland seem to be landing with a headwind of some sort, and it catches everybody out. If there's no wind at all, they're all being caught out. There's always wind in Ireland, and the day that there's no wind, everyone has a problem landing. So I kind of I had the poppies. I've got the poppies, and that's fine. Terry says he loves beelings. I hope that's a beagle. It is a beagle. It's a very rowdy beagle, and I'm not exaggerating. The last few streams I've done, he starts tearing up his bed, or her bed, and I'm going to get another cam. I'm going to get another camera that I can put in a swivel, so you can see what I'm doing with the controls, and we can have the producer cam, the doggy cam. So yes, that will happen, most certainly. So here I got myself going too fast, didn't I? So I side-slipped, so I put in full right rudder and left aileron, and that creates a lot of drag. So here goes the rudder, so I put in right rudder. See that? So that creates an awful lot of drag. So that messed up my approach a bit. Right, so when I put in the rudder, see the way it's all over the shop there? So I came down here, and I initially remember touching down, but I didn't know if the wheel stayed there. So the wheel stayed there. I thought I was floating all the way down, because I had the volume turned down. And then because the tail wheel isn't on the ground, I went off the runway. Because you lose authority with the rudder. See, the rudder's full to the right there. I'm going too slow. There's no airflow going over the rudder. So maybe if I didn't use any differential braking either, I should have broke more on the right than the left. So there's all sorts of things going through my mind. There, the tail went up. It does have the touchdown sounds. But it is stunning. It's a stunning aircraft. The whole thing is very, very, very impressive. Who have we got with us? Let's get the old tags back here again. Let me hop out of that then. Let's stop the recording. Let's stop the recording and go back to... Oh, gosh, I know. Yeah. So you see, it just continues on. Just continues on. Let's just say I parked in the apron. Or actually, let's go to the apron. Let's taxi back to the apron, right? Let's continue the backtrack and let's see if the stairs work. Do the stairs. Oh yeah, great. That was not what I really wanted to have happen. There we go. So let's just taxi in here if we can see if we can get some stairs and steps and all that kind of stuff. Let's see what comes out on the flight simulator. So I'm braking only on the left now, but it's not turning an awful lot. I think there's a tail wheel lock on this one as well. So I've got to find the tail wheel lock. If you find yourself having problems taxiing in a tail wheel, there's a tail wheel lock somewhere. You can either leave it flexible or you can have it rigid in place. So that could be the issue here. So yeah, the landing's to be worked on a little bit. So happy days. So I'm going to park up here. I'll park in towards this building here. Nose in. Now, if I had all the engines, I'd only have the left engine. I'd reduce power on the right engine and have lots of the left, so I get a bit of a yawing factor while I'm taxiing. I like to do that if I fly twin. So I'm turning in here. Let's put on the brakes. Let's put on the parking brake. Let's call up let's switch off the engines. Now, usually I'm going to switch off the engines. It's going to be the mixture. So the mixture, now what I want to do this. I want to see if I can get the sound of the engines shutting down, okay? Let's just increase the camera speed here. So I want to get the sound of the engines shutting down. So that will do nicely. Back inside. And let's try the first one. Turn my volume here. Set. It's just incredible. That's really, really good. I just like the graphics of that one. Let's do the other two. Very impressive. A lot of background noise though with everyone else flying around. Is there anybody on final? Let me have a look. Backspace didn't work. There we go. Let's see if there's anyone else on final. Not quite. Not quite. So, oh, here comes Owl, the JU52. Let's see how Owl does. Owl 907. Welcome, by the way. By the way, if you want to friend me on Microsoft Flight Simulator itself as well, just look for Gripper Sim. One word. Gripper Sim, one word. Here comes Owl here. Coming into land. Let's see how Owl does. Don't want to put you under pressure, Owl, but it is what it is. Side slipping a bit as well. Owl's got it under control quite well. A little bit of brakey. So when you brake, Owl, right, you apply back pressure as well. Because you'll nose over there. That happens. That almost happened to me many times. And here comes Cody. Very nice, Cody. Very nice. That was cleaner than mine. Oh, that was cleaner than mine for sure. Who else is coming in? Here comes someone taking off. Who is this taking off? This is Air Junaru. Very nice. Let's see who's coming in again. We're using runway 03, the northerly runway 03. Who have we got? That's C208. Anyone else on a JU52? No one else though? No more JU52s? No more? Okay, let's wait for a bit and get the gates. Engines are shut down, batteries are off, all that kind of stuff. We'll worry about that another day. So let's see if the tower will bring us a gate. Let's go to ground. No. Ground services. No. No. Am I parked at the right place? I wonder is that how it works. I've never actually looked into this. There are parking areas in Waterford. Oh, I don't see any though. No, there is spots. This is the standard default. So no stairs in Waterford. That's fine. Any more takers for finals? Anyone on final? No. The JU. Here comes Sonny Wolf, maybe. Sonny Wolf is on his way in. Marcus May, did I miss you? You just subscribed 19 minutes ago, and Spundut and Lotkey 42 and Lupus Family Tube. I think I did mention you. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed very much. I wonder should I stay on longer now? What time is it? 2200 hours here in Ireland. That's 10 o'clock. Here he comes. Sonny Wolf. So remember now, don't jam on the brakes without applying back pressure first. Or as well. That's my guess anyway. Very nice. He's done a 3-pointer there. Very nice. That was very tidy. Alright on the centre line as well. Right on the centre line. That was stunning. Wow. Here comes Spitz in the CP10. Props don't seem to be turning. Oh, they are. And no, they're not. Magic is happening. Oh. Is he going to touch down on the runway? Yes, he has. Yes, they have. Bit rudder problems there. Someone's having rudder problems. You had a bit of rudder problems there. No worries. Here comes Dr. Pot. Dr. Pot at the Cessna 208, the Caravan, which we were flying actually in last Sunday's stream. Oh, here comes Air Juno and Owl. Let's see the two of them go. Don't jam on the brakes too hard. So a bit of braking and back pressure. Juno looks like he's done a lot better now as well. But you lose that rudder authority at the end. See, that's happening to everybody. So it's a little bit of practice and you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely spot on. Very nice, folks. No nose over now. No nosing over at all. There's Davo. Davo's in the DA62. Davo is probably furious. He's probably waiting for the download. But don't worry, Davo. I'll be streaming during the week and on Sunday. There's Cessna 208. Happy days. Busy. Very, very busy. Very busy indeed, folks. I'm wondering, should I stay on longer? Banksy says, yeah, especially when I'm using the button as the wheel brakes, so it's not gentle. I get you. We're Splendy. We're in Waterford, so that's Echo India Whiskey Tango. Let me type it in for you. We are in Echo India Whiskey Foxtrot. Well, you might take off from here, but I need a little bit of a break to get a glass. I need to fill my cup, folks. I'll stay on a little bit longer, seeing as it's JU 52 day. I'll stay on a little bit longer, but we need a break. So I'll tell you what we'll do, right? I think we'll take off from here. We could go to... Oh, I have to be in the cockpit to get them on. We could go to... We could go to Cork, which is here. Who wants to go to Cork? Stay on longer, please, says Splendy. Okay, we'll stay on longer. I'll stay on longer. Finally caught you in the live stream, says Willie. Willie, welcome. Welcome, Willie. Okay, Splendy, we'll stay on. Ron, this is new simulator is really reaching adulthood. This new simulator is really reaching adulthood. It is, Ra. That's from Ra Khan. R&T, do they... sorry, I'm reading the YouTube comments, by the way. I'll come back to the Twitch now in a sec. Do they grade the store out if they screw up a charge at their end? Nice playing. Thank you for the stream. I think I'll stay on, Aaron. I need a break, though. 5 minutes, though. We'll do the same intermission as we did last time. Dublin Magpie. Hi, Gripper. Is there an autopilot for the gyro like the DC6? I haven't figured out the autopilot because it's all in German. There's two versions. There's the 1939 version and there's the... What was the other version? It's a modern version with all the modern cockpit in it. But a more modern cockpit. Let's see what people are saying on Twitch here. Rolf Copter Z. Woohoo! He says. I'm coming back in a VL3, says Blanksy. Let's go, says Rolf Copter. Across the sea, maybe? Across the sea. We could. But where? It's going to take a long time to get somewhere, you see. There's nothing much in Wales. Well, we go to Cork, right? We go over the sea to Cork. Go on then, says FU Max. Good morning, says Slim Man. Are you in Oz? Are you in Australia? Hey Siri, what time is it in Sydney?
Sorry, I don't know where that is.
Siri doesn't know where Sydney is. Okay, it's in the morning in Sydney. Singapore, close enough. Well, not too close, but close enough. Cool. So we've got to stay on. The code has followed. The code. Welcome. Code. We're going to take a break for 5 minutes, okay? I'm just going to whip out the door and get myself a drink of something like Coca-Cola or something like that. It's 7:20 a.m. in Eastern Australia, says Davo. Okay, so we're going to take a quick intermission. I'm going to run out, take a loo break, and thank the silent Cody who's just subscribed. Thank you very much, Silent Cody. Okay, guys, I'll be back in exactly 5 minutes.
And now, let's enjoy an intermission. We hope you filled your snack bar full of tasty treats to eat and drink. Perhaps a tempting tasting hotting dog, or a thirst-quenching sugar drink. Some fresh crunching popping corn perhaps, or an assortment of sugar-coated sweetness. Even enjoying a sickness stick. We've plenty of time, so visit your snack bar now. See now, Mr. and Mrs. Barker enjoying and gorging on the lovely treats with their lovely children. You could be doing this too, you still have time. And for those of you tea lovers, let's have a look at some tea-making tips. Yes, the most important tea-making tip, of course, when you have time, is to use the right mug. Yes, the right tea mug is always the right way. Look for the Grippersim tea mug. Yes, it makes your tea taste 20% better. Now, don't worry, you still have plenty of time to make your cup of tea. Mrs. Ainsley Creetrap, what do you think of drinking a cup of tea from the Grippersim mug as opposed to the normal mug?
Lovely. It's not everyone who can make a good cup of tea.
Splendid, Mrs. Ainsley Crabtree. Now, here are the ladies discussing the 6 points of making a good cup of tea, and of course the Grippersim mug will be included. Which number will it be?
Can I remember them? Of course you can. Try now. All right, here goes. Number 1.
Obviously the Grippersim mug.
Always use a good quality tea.
Yes, of course.
Good. Number 2. Always use freshly drawn water, right?
Number
3. Remember to warm the teapot or urn. Everyone knows that one. And number 4. Measure the right quantity of tea for the amount of water in the pot. Very good. Number 5. The water must reach boiling point. Pot to the kettle, not kettle to the pot. And the last rule, number 6.
Here we go.
Let the tea brew for 5 to 10 minutes.
Damn your
before
eyes,
serving.
woman. God bless.
Whip me some tea, Mark.
Where does it all start? Sometimes here, with an acid stomach, or here, with tense, upset digestive nerves. It may even reach here, with that fuzzy, achy feeling in the head.
Are you suffering from intermission anxiety? It's the acid tension trouble triangle you're suffering from. Yes, now there's a new anti-intermission liquid, Peptus Liquid Elixir. It will break that bothersome intermission trouble triangle. It is fast-acting liquid, has no need to wait for it to dissolve as it's in liquid form. With unknown ingredients, it will settle acid in your stomach and those nasty intermission blues. Side effect of Peptus may include constipation, skin rash or dermatitis, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, severe migraines, insomnia, suicidal thoughts, abnormal heart rhythms, internal bleeding, cancer, loss of sexual appendages, funny walk syndrome, loss of hair, reddening of the hair, big red nose syndrome, whitening of the skin, unusual voice patterns, childish behaviours, a propensity to blow up balloons, death. Break that intermission trouble triangle with Peptus. Yes, Peptus available somewhere.
Just a minute, folks. Yes, that's all it takes to visit our refreshment counter in the lobby. There you'll find popcorn and an assortment of popular candy bars to please every taste. Try one of these delicious candy bars. Big time.
Ingredients include chemicals derived from petroleum.
Butternut.
Preservatives including sodium benzoate and sulfur dioxide. No nuts included.
Milkshake.
Including wood pulp and duck feathers as fillers.
Payday.
Including propylene glycol, carcinogenic flavorings, including trace elements of starch, strychnine, and
Topped
lead.
with Hollywood's super rich coating of the kind you like best. They taste wonderful. They're delicious. They're nutritious. Get one at our confection counter in the lobby now.
And now a word from our esteemed producer. Such kind words. And now back to our normally scheduled programming. Yes.
I'm back. We're back. We're back for the crazy madness. Now, just looking at the comments there while I sat down. And can I open the door? I'm sure I can, but how can I do it from here? There's no doors at the front, but I'm sure you can. But as you know, I literally, when I started the stream, I literally downloaded the aircraft and I got straight into it. Okay, so I know as much as you do now at this point. So let's just control the speed of the camera and see if this works. So the door is on the other side. Thank you, Rolf Copter. I am back. The wheel. Alright, so that's the door there. Now, see, it doesn't do that. See, I've got to be inside, don't I? I'm sure you can open the door. There's no doubt you can open the door, but I think there's a button in the cockpit for that. Do you know what I mean? It's not like X-Plane where you can kind of hop out and press these buttons. Now, let's get the view for starting the engines again. Now, I'm going to stay outside. I'm going to use Control-E this time. We're going to listen to a lot of noise, a lot of people about, a lot of engine noise, a lot of activity today. Crazy madness. We're going to Cork. We're going to Cork. And I put that in the stream. It's Echo India Charlie Kilo. It's our next destination. So let's get this puppy started. I'm going to hit Control E and see what happens. I'm going to hit the C button to make sure everything's good. Yeah, and let's see if we can do a Control E job here. It even has... Considering all the background noise, it's pretty good. You know? The sounds are pretty good. And I love the way you can hear the other aircraft outside as well. It really gives a good atmosphere to it. What's the cruise speed? I think it's about 140 knots. 140 knots. What else are people saying here? Let's go to YouTube here. Hey Gripper, can you open your door? Yeah, I'm sure you can, I just don't know how. Because you're going to open all the windows. You open the roof. I love that sound, it's really... Look. Slam it closed. You can open up the window. And I'm sure you can open up the doors. I just haven't found out yet. And the sound changes as well. Let's leave the old window open there on the side, shall we? And maybe we leave it open on the top. Right. There's some lunatic going around in a large jet. So let's go to Cork. Now, first of all, let's just get me a rough heading. I'm going to wing it. That's west, that's 270. That will be... Let's try 25. We go down the coast anyway. It's easy down the coast. Just follow the coast. So let's say 250 roughly. So let's take the park and brake off. And it's going to move forward on its own. Watch. Just gently creeping forward, just like the real thing. I would imagine, because there is a little bit of power going through those props. I put in full rudder here, and we'll taxi to the end of the runway. I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to use the downhill runway this time, add a bit of power. Oh. I love the sounds, folks. The sounds are really very good. Excellent. Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? Where? Oh, I can't see anything. It's tricky, because you can't see over the nose. You know? I'd love to know what their tech... Well, I see... If I could move my head a bit. Should I get a track IR, folks? What say you? Should I get a track IR? I think it would look a lot better when I'm looking at instruments and stuff. Because I can lead forward. I think it would just look better eye candy for the stream. Let me know if I should get a track IR. Oh, there we go. Don't go onto the grass, Gripper Sim. See, I don't have all the different... Okay, good. We're going. We're golden. I can hear the engines just... The put of the engines, the radial engines. Even when I add a bit of power. It just changes like it's the real thing. You know, the volume just doesn't increase. It's the whole... It's like a real engine. That's what I'm saying. Now, let's see if I can get a good turning circle here. Get a track IR or a copy of... Oh, don't do that. See, I broke too hard there. See that? Now, we'll turn it. We'll swing it around here. A bit more power. A bit more power. Oh, the sound is just incredible, folks. Wow. Now, let's make sure my compass is... Oh, my compass is fine. So, we want to turn to a heading... Can I just stop here for a moment? I'd love to figure... Oh. I said a heading of 2... Kind of a heading of... No. A heading of 24250, I said, doesn't it? So there's my heading set. Interesting. Roughly there, that'll do. Okay, folks. Johnny F has a new tracking thing. He says it's great. Yeah, there's one you can get for software. But if I jam on the brakes now, watch the nose go over. Look at that. Very uncomfortable for the passengers, I would imagine. So, track IR, it's expensive. Anyway, we'll talk about that in the way. Okay, 50%. I'm keeping the control column back a little bit. Oh, where's it gone? There we go. Listen to the engine spool up slowly. Brakes are off. Gently adding full power. Full power. Oh, full left rudder. Took off a bit too quick for my liking there. Yeah, just took off a little bit too soon. I don't know if the real thing would do that. We're off to Cork. Flaps coming up. Gears fixed. We is going to Cork. Heading 250. I'm looking down here now. Just kind of follow the coast all the way down. I'm going to fly quite high this time. I'm going to keep climbing. There's a few people flying around. There's Fallon up. I think you're with us, are you? Excellent. I had a Dellen clip for ages, but only spent time this week sorting it out. Absolute game changer, Paul. Thank you, Paul Ashwin. Is that like a track IR? Get the Smooth Track app, works great. Oh, does it? With a camera. Do you know what? Maybe it's cheaper. I'm going to cut that and look that up as we're in the cruise. I'm just looking at the other screen here to see if I can find a link to that. Smooth Track app. Smooth Track app. $9.99 beats. What's it? 150 for the Track IR? Smooth Track app. Control the marker. So it's software. Oh, I saw that video a while ago. Yes. So the Smooth Track app, I might try that for $9.99. Who knows? Oh! What have I done? Yeah, I could try that one. Certainly. The Toby 5. So what? No one mentions the Track IR. Is that gone out of fashion now? Is that something that's kind of, you know? Is that something that's kind of gone out of fashion? Ooh, why can't he? I have some cloud coverage in Cork. Maybe I should check the weather in Cork. Guy. Easy there, lad. Easy. If you weren't flying so fast, I could see your name and Professor Org. Yeah. Excellent. We're on our way to Cork, and I'm going to climb a good old bit. D-Feature says Toby 5, I think it's called eye tracking. You have to ask. Oh, Two-Tone Murphy's with us. Two-Tone Murphy's back. I was wondering about Two-Tone Murphy and the Fireflies there. I was getting concerned. I didn't see you. I was going, what happened to Two-Tone Murphy? And he's resubscribed Tier 1 for 6 months in a row. 6 in total. Have I subscribed to Two-Tone? I don't think I have. I have to pay the honour. He says 6 months, dude. Oh, many thanks for that shout out on YouTube video. Love the Waco. Oh yes, I mentioned in my last YouTube video a few people that I like to watch, and one of them is Frugal Sim, and Frugal Sim left us sadly enough, but I think he'll come back. I'm just guessing. Once you're a flight simmer, you're always a flight simmer, folks. It's no going back. It's a hobby and you can't get out of it. You get the itch. But Two-Tone Murphy also is on Twitch and YouTube. And he joins us sometimes at the Fireflies. And it's a great show. You know? It's a great show. So Two-Tone Murphy, are you joining us with the JU52? We're going to Cork. We're in Ireland today. Only because I've no GPS. And it's the only country I know the scenery. I know how to fly with just looking. to know. Thank you so much, Joe Murphy, for that. That's great. That's fantastic. Track hash. Track hash? That's from Jonathan Clean 911. What's a track hash? I'm going to look this up here. Track hash. No, I don't want that window there. I want... I'm just looking at the other screen here. Oh! Oh! No! Why? Why? Track hash. Track Clip Pro. I thought it was just Track IR that made them, so I'm obviously wrong. There's quite a few of them. Oh, hang on. Track Clip Pro. 37 euros. Interesting. Track hash. Trackhat.org. That sounds a bit more easy for me to purchase. You know? Oh, it's a hash. And it's supported by Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm looking at the screen here. I'll show you what I'm looking at here, folks. Whilst we're in the cruise, on my entertainment. The Track Hash IR. Is it a hash you wear? I'm hoping to pin it here somewhere. On the old headset. So let me see then. Who was that? Who's saying that for the Track Hash? John Clean. And Jonathan Clean 911. Do you have the Track Hash? Does it please you? What does it look like? Big thing. I'll look into that. Lisa is with us, and Lisa says she had it as well. No to the hat. If the hat is bad, yeah, I couldn't wear a hat on the stream. You know, my fuel situation is probably not looking so good, folks. So what would you do? Your fuel no. Will we make it to Cork? 80 gallons. 83 gallons odd. We'll risk it for a biscuit. We'll risk it for a biscuit, I think. So Lisa says that the lights were placed uneven, so it was difficult to set up. The Track IR, she says, used the clip and it was good. Okay. Brilliant. Happy days. Let's have a look inside. Let's have a look around. I think everyone's behind us. Yeah, I'm storming ahead. There's Al there and the J52 coming beside me. Cody Kotam is also the J52. Let me accelerate. Let's see. There's Cody. Slightly different livery than mine. I think it is. What else do we have? Oh, there we go. So there's Owl here. Owl has a different livery. I bet you the liveries are probably out already. You know, I didn't see this livery. Very hard to keep the camera steady. Ooh, yeah. So people in that? No, there's no people in it. Very nice. There we are. I'll slow the camera down so as not to make you dizzy. So the Track IR I think is the most expensive, and that's what I'm thinking of, you know. But I think it would be good for eye candy. Probably a night. I had one years and years and years ago. Lisa says if we use OpenTrack software over tracking Track Hash software. Okay, I shall, Lisa, most certainly. So I'll work on that. I just don't. I was surprised no one mentioned the Track IR. I was quite surprised no one mentioned that. Where are we now? Let me just get the old comments there for YouTube. Connaught Byrne, playing any good? I'll watch it all later. Connaught is absolutely stunningly brilliant, to be honest with you. And also before that, Connaught says, "Oh, that's great, scary biscuits." I'm good, Connaught. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. When is the PA38 due out? Isn't it imminent? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm not too sure. So, I've got the old space station camera from eBay. I use iDriver for the camera. You can get a clip to put on a hat or headphones. Okay. Okay, so there's a few of them out there now. I think I tried one of the software ones. I wasn't impressed. I think you need a physical thing. Or I could put the VR headset on, but that's just silly. You see this guy wearing a headset, VR headset. I have to say, as I'm flying along here, look here at the... Oh, it's just an illusion. Look at this. So the elevator is level with the rest of the tail. See that? If I look from here, it looks like it's trim nose up. See that? It's just a bit of an illusion there. I was wondering about that. Just the detail. Look at the detail. It's superb. It really is quite impressive. Even right up close. Right up close, it's absolutely stunning. Yeah, I love the little dents in the metalwork as well. It's quite stunning. It really is. And let's see how close we are to Cork. And will I make it to Cork? Will I actually make it to Cork? We don't know. Fuel gauges are where? I thought I spotted them there a while ago. I did, but I wasn't too sure. Fuel gauges. I thought they were down here because of this word here. Maybe here. I don't know, but let's cheat and let's have a look at the. Yeah, we'll make it. You know, we just burned 10 gallons aside there. Oh. Go off track there, good percent. Where's Cork? Oh, great. Right, let's have the full power on. We're halfway to Cork from Waterford. So, if I had a VO4 map now, I would be looking at this inlet here, and VR map, the river here, and there's another big inlet in Cork's after that. So if I look at the window here, see an inlet there, or are we on top of it? There it is. So if I get the map here again, that, right, that there is that there. Tracking. So we got a bit to go, and if I look at the front there, I'm looking for the shape of a head here. See this outlet here? And the little island on top? I'll just turn so you can see. So this is how you kind of, when you're actually navigating in the real world. Now obviously in the real world you've got a chart, it doesn't tell you where you are exactly like I'm doing here. But I'm looking for this little island here and that bit there. So if I zoom in a bit, island and a headland. There we go, that's that. So then there's a big curvy part here, and there it is down there. So that's what you get used to doing, and it comes right out, which it does. It comes right out, there's 2 islands after it, easy. And then we get a long boring bit here, and then we're coming into Cork, which is here. So VF4 flying. So keep going. I hope we don't run out of fuel. Owen Riss says, I made my head tracking myself with a PS3 cam and open track. Very clever. That's clever. I don't know how you did that. Some people, I'd say, Owen, you're electronically minded and software minded. Godwin77 says, such a chilled thing to do. Flying this beauty is pure relaxation. It is kind of relaxing. So I don't have to, I just tip of the controls now and again. I'm just kind of edging it along, you know. It's quite stable, but it's a clear day. You know? It's a clear day. Okay. Let me just see here. Oh, Connaught. Cork, yes. Do you use Join FS? No. Hodger Newman. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Probably not. The fuel gauge is on the top of the cowling. That's from Holger Muirman. This is it here. And I was saying when I first started the stream, hours ago, what is this? And we're going to find out during the stream somehow. And Hodger has found out. I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce that. And do you know how to pronounce it? Because this is rude if I don't know how. I'm going to make an effort because you really helped us out there. Pronounce... It's not an English name.
Who are you? You look...
Sorry, that's an ad there.
PronounceNames.com.
Holger. I wasn't far off. Holger, a German name. Excellent. Isn't the web great? Holger, thank you very much for that tip. That is the fuel. And we're going into the rest. We've got loads of fuel. Tons and tons of fuel to go. So it's not an issue. Very rudimentary, very clever as well. You know, in the Cubs, some of the Cubs, the yellow aircraft, the tail draggers, on each side of the wing there's a physical, actual, you can see the fuel sloshing around these little pipes, these clear pipes. You can physically see exactly how much fuel is in it. You're not trusting a fuel gauge, which is electric, you know. So why is nobody mentioned the track IR then? No one said once about the track IR. It's probably the expense, I would say. I thought it was German, Holger. I thought it was German. Holger. Very nice. Kean Ree Adams Gibson. Nice name. Kean Ree Adams Gibson says, hey, just joined and considering buying. How's she flying? Well, actually, I was saying earlier on, this is like the Dove. Let me show you the Dove. I flew that for, what, a weekend? But a lot of flying. And I flew a Dove in real life. I'll show you a picture of one here. And this is one here. So I flew one of these in the real world for a weekend. For like, I was a week. I think I remember it was long. Oh, is that when we actually flew there? I don't know. But it's one of those, right? And it was very stable. So I hadn't flown anything that big at the time. And it was very stable. This is the same. You know, I'm flying along. I haven't... Now, it is a clear day. But all I have to do, if you look at the control column, very relaxing to fly this at the cruise. So I'm not panicking for an autopilot. So I'm kind of like, you know, just edging it along. And it's very stable. It's nice to fly. It's great fun to land. I haven't mastered to land, but it is fun. And then once you're on the cruise, the sound of the engines is just stunning. It really is. I haven't been the mixer either, though, have I? Yeah. save some fuel. But the sounds make this airplane, I think. The sound, and like I close the windows. Yeah, it's very loud in the cockpit there. It's a bit chilly as well, you know. But it sounds very good. It's very relaxing. Just sitting here, you know, it really is. Just come down a little bit here, make it a little bit more realistic. So it is. The thing here is quite immersive. It's very immersive. It's very atmospheric as well to fly. Because it's so old school. You know, it is very. Oh, there's the weight and balance tab there. See this little bit. See this little bit here. These are the ailerons. It's actually the ailerons are quite big. See the ailerons moving there? Okay. If you can see, sorry, you can see this bit here. That is a weight. That's actually a weight. So it's easier to actually move the ailerons. It's usually forward at the centre of gravity, I think. But you see these weights in some aircraft, so it's you don't have to pull it. So it's like a pendulous effect, if that makes sense. Like a seesaw. So we're coming up to Cork now. I mentioned before, I'm looking at a big area here. Oh, what the deuce. Oh, that's the mouse going crazy. I don't want the mouse. That area here. So I take a westerly heading there for Cork, 270. So I take that heading. I start losing altitude. We're coming into Cork. Take the power. I'm actually not going to take the power back. I'm going to lower the nose so we get there a little bit quicker. I'll just accelerate. And we'll do a visual approach over Cork. Now we're losing about a little bit more than I'd like. That obviously is the vertical speed indicator. I wouldn't mind about 500 feet a minute, so I've got to trim for that. Let me trim. Oh, my nose up will do. Good. The director is starting to tear the place up again, as you can see in the camera. If you can hear that, I don't know. Great. Right, in the way to approach for Waterford, I'd definitely stop it here. Before the director goes crazy. It's almost 11 o'clock here. Bakerfly has to go. Bakerfly, great to see you. I know you've got to go to work. It's dinner time where he is, sorry. Dinner time, so that's fine. I know most people in Ireland, UK have to go to Betty Buys. I got work in the morning. And you probably are downloading this as well, waiting for the download, and you're going to go fly this yourself. But it's a recommendation for me. I think it's great. I mean, it's one of the best aircraft I've seen for a long time. I'd like to try the other one with in English. That would be nice. Looks like Ribble Gibbons is there in Cork already. There's Cork there. See that? That's Cork. There. So coming down like a bat out of hell at 219 kilometers per hour. I'm wondering why they didn't use knots. You know, I thought that was from shipping. I wonder why kilometers per hour. I thought they were using knots first. I don't know the history of that, the reason why that is. So I think for Cork I'll come down and join for a right base in the northerly runway. But let's do this properly. Let's look at the weather. Let's look at the real world weather in Cork. Echo India Charlie Kilo. Real world weather in Cork is the wind is 250 at 7 knots. So it's a westerly wind. Got a bit of a crosswind. 7 knots. And the weather here says, I'm looking at my phone here. If you can see that, I don't know. That's an app called Aero Weather. It's what real pilots use here, at least in Ireland. for different airfields and whatnot. It gives you real world weather. So there's few at 18, few clouds at 100 feet CB. Cumulonimbus clouds. Temperature 62.4. Oh, it's cold in Cork. Temperature 6. QNH1014, no significant change. So the weather's fine. But CBs? I don't know. I'll look at the weather radar here and find out. Look, I won't waste time. Anyway, it's not an issue. We are now losing, it should be about 500 feet a minute, I hope. We're just 100 and 200 feet a minute. That looks fine. I'll leave it at 200 feet a minute. It's jumping up and down a little bit. And I think we get to our altitude, I'm guessing, around about Cork. I'm going to double check that is Cork. Let's have a look at the map. Let's have a look around first. There's Cork City. So it's to the south of Cork City. Let's have a look at the map. Yeah, we're heading in the right direction. There's a river. There should be a river right. It's pretty much underneath us. There's a river there. There's a river meandering there. So we're in the right place. That's what I'm saying. So it's got to be dead ahead, actually. And there it is. Cork Airport, ladies and gentlemen. I might do an overhead. Nah, we'll do a left base. So I got a lot of speed to lose. And I'm going to make the best of this landing I can without messing it up. Let's have a quick look at the comments. Hey Gripper, evening from Cloudy Loud. Moosavan. Greetings, how are you? I hope you're well. Blicky's with us. As well, as I said, Big Fly's just gone home. Whiskey Crank. 1930s air conditioning. That's practically a biplane with a cap. With that gap. Absolutely. Good. Let's have a look at YouTube before I concentrate on my landing. There we go. No. Clan Ree Gibsons, watch out for the diggers and workmen on the runway. There probably is. Oh, where's the runway now? See, that's what happens when you look away. There it is. Oh, I need to slow down proper quick. Oh, it does slow down quick when you take the power off, folks. You know, it does slow down quick. I just ripped the power back. And I'm passing through 150 knots now. And that slows down fast. Yes. Now, I want about 100 knots on final. Because I was going too fast the last few times. So I think about 100 knots will do it. So that was nice to be able to slow down quickly. I got a trim nose up now. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. I want to add a little bit of power just to drive it in. And that should do it. I can see the lights. Will we get a nice evening shot here, folks? Will we get a nice evening shot? I think one will. There we go. Oh, there we go. That'll do. The golden hour. Oh, I'm on the pappies. If I could turn a little bit better. It's a little bit sloppy now that I'm going 100 knots. Drive it in a little bit, keep the 100 knots, and not have to dive out of the sky, which will increase my speed. There's Cody. I could hear the engines kind of just, it's like they're almost on idle. It's superb sounds. Okay, I'm going to make this a good one. Oh, don't forget to record it, Gripper Sim. Don't forget to record the landings. Recording has started so we can view it after the landing. Great. A little bit too high. Take a bit of power back now, because when I lower the nose, the speed accelerates. The speed increases. Like a bicycle rolling down a hill. But I'm not too worried about the pappies, really. Okay, we've got a bit of a crosswind coming from the west, and that makes sense to me, because I know it's a little bit to the left. I'm keeping the center line in between my 2 feet. And that's not bad. No, the crosswind has no effect at all. And I want to get the center line. I want to end the night, you know, being pleased with my landing. Just move my head a little bit. You know, I want to be pleased with it. Yeah, and now I'm concentrating. Gears fixed. Flaps are all the way down. Get on the central line now. Concentration is starting. Sterile cockpit. Get on the central line. Get on the central line. Gripper, same. Come on. Very gentle touchdown this time. There's the wheels. Power's back. Can't really steer because the tail isn't on the ground. Get the tail on the ground. Get the tail on the ground. There we go. Get the tail on the ground so I can steer. I feel like I'm taking off again. Oh, I lifted off again. I lifted off again. I went flying again. It's hard. It's tough. I didn't know if I was on the ground. I honestly, see, I just didn't. Anyway, we'll have a look at that. It was I didn't go off the runway. Let's put it that way. A little bit of braking, very gentle brake. Actually, I'm going to park in the. I'm going to park as I should. Bit of braking. Follow the yellow line. Spin it around. Oh, come on. I know there is a switch for the... Where's the buildings in Cork here? What's going on here? What happened to all the buildings, folks? The buildings have disappeared. I've not seen that before. Have the buildings disappeared? There's a gate in the middle of nowhere. That is interesting. Let's see if we can get some sort of a gate here or a parking area. Yeah, it's like the building has... the buildings have disappeared on me. Anyway, let's put the parking brake on here. Parking brake on, and let's have a look. Let's have a look at that landing. Let's replay from the outside. I get rid of the clutter there of everything flying around. There we go. Showcase view. Get the camera organised. So I honestly thought I had landed, and I wasn't too sure if the wheels were down or not. A little bit of rumbling sound would be nice, or something like that. I may have had an add-on for Cork, actually, that I hadn't removed from the community folder because it may not have been compatible with update 5, wasn't it? So that may be why there's no buildings there. But the runway looks great. Nice and smooth, a little bit too high, but so what? It's a VF4 landing. There's the ailerons, you can see them working quite well there, nicely. Come on, come on. Nothing I can do about it now, it's already recorded. Let's get that shadow in. The wheels to land. And so I touched down here. I just kept the tail stayed in the air. I'm using rudder to try and steer now. I can't really steer at all. Look at that, there's one wheel up. So I applied back pressure then because I wanted the tail wheel on the ground. And up it went again, see? Went up into the air again. I couldn't steer. I did go into the grass. I did go into the grass. Yes, I think I'm going to have to learn something about that. There you go, folks. That is a JU52. Interesting, great fun, sounds great, looks great, very atmospheric if you're on the cruise. I stayed on for another hour and a half, just to, so it's great. I'm looking forward to reviewing this. I need to learn a little bit more about it first before I review, but I will be reviewing it. And do you know what, folks? Will I let you go to your labas, your beds? Oh, I was in the grass again there, was I? I'll let you go to your labas. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Who's with us there? Chilobi, Driver Pineapple, Falcon. We had a whole lot of... Deep Future, thank you very much for your help as always. Deep Future's coming into land as well in the DA40. Cody Code Ham. I know I'm not getting all of you, but I get the best again. Fallen Up, brilliant name by the way. Captain Jack Lai in the Spitfire. Split YS and Fly Simon. That's all I can see for the moment. So folks, that is the end of a very long stream for the JU52. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I see you on Sunday, 2100 hours Irish time. And that's 9 o'clock in the evening, Irish UK time. Or GMT time, whatever you want to call it. And that was the JU52. And I hope you have a great week. I hope I see you again soon. Thank you, by the way, everyone. Thank you, Two-Tone Murphy, for resubscribing. I didn't want to raid your channel and start messing, I didn't want to. I'm not too sure about doing that. It might annoy people. But I think I'll do the same to you for sure. Thank you very much, Shutdown Murphy. Hodger Newman, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, Hodger has become a member. Thank you so much, Hodger. I will make it my business now to start learning how to pronounce your second name. So thank you so much for becoming a member. Thanks, Howley Crazy, and all of those of you who have followed and subscribed and became members. And thank you, Badgie51, for the super chat. That was the second super chat I ever got. And thank for everyone for subscribing and following. And I'll see you soon. And I hope you have a very... I always do this. I'm looking for the outro button. I'll see you very soon, folks. And I hope you enjoy your flight simming week and your work week. And we'll see you very, very soon. Probably tomorrow evening.